Lantern.
We are having all type of technical difficulties. We have a injury difficulty. We have all types of difficulties. But guess what, JJ?
What's that?
I'm still ready to start the show. Well, it's a nice little weather break today, which is good. I don't know how it is in Indiana, but
it's 3 straight days of rain. Awesome.
It'll be coming our way soon. Dub is in the background just fixing some stuff. Bruce is out sick, unfortunately. Pete is half asleep, and Corbin was supposed to be here an hour ago. So that's what we got going on this week. But also, we're going to talk about some comic book stuff. Say hi to the chat. I understand my sound's off a little bit. We'll have it fixed in a minute here. Everything's going to be fixed in a minute. Hard times. And cheers. There we go. Thank you, Tommy Longbox. Thumbs up. Hello. Man, hey, howdy, because I thought it was going to be an easy week, and then I saw, the terminal ash cans. Uh-oh.
I thought it said terminal trash cans for a second.
No. Jim,
what's up? That's not good.
What's up, grumpy looking Slim Jim? Grumpy says, Barlord's there too. Barlord. Sarah, everyone. Evening, everyone. Hope everyone is well. This is what I'm doing now. I'm too close to the screen. Damn, that's not going to charge in time. What the hell else do we have? There's something else I was thinking. Do you guys ever eat at Qdoba's?
I have before.
I enjoy Qdoba every now and then.
I did. I remember when they used their rice used to be lime and cilantro.
Yeah, they changed it.
Yeah, it's not anymore.
They say it is, but you can't taste it anymore.
Oh, yeah, it's probably the workers just not wanting to put it in there.
They don't have authentic.
It's just rice now.
Yeah, just rice.
It's just rice.
I don't know. I don't think we haven't gone there in a long time because we don't eat like that. But I don't think we'll be going back. Let me put it that way.
Try a different. I mean, if you care about it, try a different location and see what happens.
I don't give a shit that much. I eat it so rarely. I eat it like once a year, dude.
No matter how many I go to, their chips are always the saltiest chips I ever.
They didn't. So they didn't even give my wife the chips. She loves the salty chips. They didn't give it to her. They just gave her the thing, and then they put my burrito in a bag, so she thought that was the bag of chips, and it wasn't. It was a burrito in a bag. Who puts a burrito in a bag? Yeah. Chips.
Yeah, I ate a lot of free Qdoba for a while. I worked the place I work at got catering for like a party or something, and I was the guy that was in charge of ordering it, picking it up, and doing all the work. So I got a card. That was my first experience with Qdoba. So I got a little rewards card there, and I had like 1,500 points, and it took like 100 points. So I ate burritos for like the next 3 months.
Oh, nice!
For free. It was great. Like so, yeah. If you work somewhere, get the card. Get the card thing.
I always wanted to get one of those like steamer things they have for the tortilla.
Yeah, I like the tortilla steamer. Hey, did you see it? I turned it around. There you go. Perfect. There you go, Ed. Turned it all the way around. Kev, their menus give you. That's the thing. That's what I mean. I guess fast food isn't healthy for you, so I have a big problem with ordering off fast food menus. I feel too rushed. Maybe that's one of the reasons I don't eat fast food. But with Qdoba, I just say, give me a burrito, chicken, cilantro, lime rice, extra rice, guacamole, with cheese, sour cream. That's it. I don't know what else they got on their menu. That's all I know they have on their menu.
Problem with that is nowadays they have like 3 types of chicken. They're like, which type of chicken? Like, I just want damn chicken on the burrito. Like,
I think when you see me coming and the way I order, you're just like, dude, this guy ain't a 3 type of chicken guy. Just give him the original recipe. This dude, he doesn't know how to order much. So what's up, Blast Radius? So my wife gets crazy with it and then complains when they mess stuff up. I'm like, yo, dude.
I'm with Barlord. I
can't mess up a chicken burrito. Can't mess that up. I never order stuff. I've never been one. unless we're doing like a tasting menu or like we're like at a Michelin star restaurant, I never order anything that's not the simplest shit to make. You know what I mean? I spent too many years in restaurants to like not order unless I know who's back there. I'm not ordering nothing. Like what's it? Chicken fingers or boneless chicken wings? Cool. Charcuterie plate? Cool. Just tell me what cheeses and meat you got. It don't matter actually. I don't even know why I asked because I'm ordering that no matter what. That's what you're getting. You know what I mean?
Speaking of chicken, the thing that's gone too far? Wings places.
Where?
Like I don't need like 6 types of barbecue sauce. If I were like barbecue wings, just give me hot or mild.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Star. I've never gone. Yeah, I can't. My wife does. She just does the mobile ordering. Says go pick it up now because that's ridiculous. Oh, there you go. That's good. Good. I'm glad I'm back to tell you how you're wrong. Hey, keeping marriages together since '93, dude. Cool. What else do I have? Yeah, this really different, not blaring through a headset. So I'm gonna have to try to figure that out. Let's talk about what's going on this week in comics. I guess comic book store, the chitty chat that's been going on there. Nocturnal. Now we're gonna review both Nocturnal and Narco, but both of them early sellouts. Big
Also,
surprise.
Nectar.
I'm sorry, Nectar. What do I call the other one? Nocturnal? It's not Nocturnal.
It's not Nectar.
Nectar and Narco.
Narco, because he's got narcolepsy. Yeah. Sorry. We'll talk about both of them. Both of them pretty quick sellouts at the LCSs. We saw it coming. And maybe I don't know. It's interesting. I had a very interesting conversation with the head of the LCS, right? The guy that owns it. He owns 3 in our area. Kind of like what's going on with the market. And, the theory always is, and this is, it's a typical thing where you see it happen all the time. Like all of comic books always go in cycles, right? So
this is the father?
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
Father, yeah. You always talk about that. You always deal with the daughter. So.
Oh, she's there. She was there, but me and Bob were shooting shit. Bob was there, and he's like, "Hey, look, I'm talking when I was like 12 years old. First time I walked in his comic book store with my bike riding up to the corner, right? And now it's not this. I don't go that one anymore. I live in a different city, 22 minutes away, and that's where he is.
Multiple shops.
He used to live in that city. He still has that location. So we chitty chat and like all different stuff. Like when pandemic happened, I paid for a bunch of people's polls that couldn't afford it because they didn't have money. So we kept some stuff flowing there and built another. There's just always been opportunities for us to build good relationships, right? So, but I was shooting it to him and back and forth, and he's like, yeah, the option thing, and I said, yeah, and he's like, how does that work? And I kind of explained to him like what the pay structure for options, how that works. It's not something I'll go over typically with people, but just kind of whatever. And then we were kind of talking about these independents and what's going on in independence right now. And it's, this isn't the first time. And his theory all the time, because he said, yeah, I heard you tell his daughter, like, Nectar on FOC, make sure you get a couple copies. And he's like, yeah, the employees were asking why, like, including at the other store. And he's like, well, he's like, cool skulls on covers always sell. Right? Yeah.
If that's what it takes, yeah, sure.
It's like certain movies books always sell, but he's not going to say that. He's got a lot of female employees. But skulls on the cover usually sell pretty decent for independents. He was worried because it's, what is it, Vault or Mad Cave? It's one of the two. Vault, I think.
It is Vault, yeah.
But that got us talking about the Image situation right now and how it always seems that it goes in cycles where, like, you'll see a book push off, and then I kind of was doing a little bit of pushback and saying, like, yeah, but when was the last time we actually, The Walking Dead, like when The Walking Dead came out, and we covered that book last week, after that you had a big run of independent, right, where it was like, independent books are the best written and best drawn books and blah, 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 and then all of a sudden everything was hot for that, and then he's like, and then everything got optioned, and he's right, that's how the cycle works, and then it drops after that. But while he was there, and one of the reasons I was talking to him, because he came out of the back and he was on the phone, and he's like, what's going on with Nocturnal or whatever it's what what's Narco what
Narco
for narcolepsy. Yeah, narcolepsy. That's what the book's about.
Right.
Yeah. So Narco. He asked what's going on with Narco, and I was like, I don't know. I haven't read it yet. Why? And he's like, well, those are the 2 books everybody's asking for, and we were 1 shy of selling out for Narco, and they ordered, a good chunk of that. They ordered like 25, which is a lot for an Image 1 title that has no early pub on it, no pre-ordering. And then they went through the 100 with Neck, and that was like within 10 minutes of the stores opening. And the only reason they ordered that many was because they knew they had the skull cover to go off of, so they figured that was going to do well anyways. They didn't expect it to do as well as it did. And to be honest with you, like even when we were mentioning it in FOC, we thought it was cool covers. We thought it'd do okay, but like after that, I think people just start picking stuff up. Now, some of his theories too are kind of interesting about like, well, also too, whenever you get new people in for titles, like Absolute Batman's bringing in a lot of people. There you go. Yeah. I think that we'll talk about it because we'll review Nectar later. But yeah, I don't think anybody missed Nectar coming. I don't think anybody missed that one coming at all. That's what he was worried about, Kevin. He talked about that. He said the problem navigating this is which is the artificial hypes and which isn't. To work to get one I had. Yeah.
Yeah,
hey,
exactly, Bar. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's. I mean, we have it in Covery. I've read the book. We'll give you the review on that. You should probably stay around for that.
So, can I say something about Narco really quick?
Yeah.
So this is an Image book that came out today. However, in 2023, this was a Kickstarter, and the whole trade paperback is already out there. If
So
you bought
why
the Kickstarter back in 2020, so I don't understand. Like, there's even less reason for there to be hype for Narco because it's already out. This is a reprint of the trade, right? So
and once again, I think that was his point, and like kind of the point to was it Kevin with the artificial, like which one's artificial and which ones aren't, because this is also a book like because of that was not really hyped that well. Previous, right? Yeah, previous. And then we got a nice trailer that everybody liked talking about. I wish JJ would have left because he has a lot of nice things to say about it. But we got a Green Lantern trailer kind of giving us more insight to what the actual series might be about. Would you say, Dub? Would you say, JJ?
It was a teaser, yeah, about a minute long.
But it gave us a little bit more insight to like what we.
I still don't quite know. I don't know if it really gave me that much more insight as to what it's going to be about. A little bit, maybe, but
you don't think so? I think
as far as it relates to actual Green Lanterns, no. But as far as the dynamic of the characters, it may be a little bit
of the Lantern to get character for sure, and then I think the Squirrel's gonna have a little run right now. That's definitely going to be one of those things. I have a feeling the Squirrel's gonna catch some heat. But besides that, like it gave. I mean, like when they described it, one of the earliest things we were told was true detective and dark, mystery kind of thing, and that's kind of what it was. The music that they had was very like ominous-ish kind of music, and then. It looked like a buddy detective thing, and they're arguing in the car, and all of that kind of.
They literally hold on, Meyer. They break out the ring, the costumes there. They say Green Lantern 100 times. They break the fucking Green Lantern out at one point.
There was a lantern. He literally
Green Lantern corpse.
He flew in the air.
He flew in the air. What are you talking about? Did you watch the trailer? He even said, "You're the Green Lantern now, but you're too old, and I'm going to take over for you." What are we doing here? Oh my god! Yeah, hey, well, they could give him all the green ore that they gave. What's his name? The guy that plays Deadpool, and how'd that fucking turn out? The one thing that I will say though, like to start off with Hal Jordan dropping F-bombs as I just dropped one, like it was a little disconcerting.
That was probably the most jarring thing for me is to see Hal Jordan. And that's more of a Guy Gardner thing to me.
Well, yeah. Also, I know people will be like, "Yeah, it's so awesome because that means it's mature." I didn't know that. Like, I mean, I've heard 8-year-olds say it's not mature to say the F word. And this is coming from a guy who uses that word way too much. You know what I mean? It's not mature. Like, it's kind of sometimes it's just jarring and out of place, and it's out of character for that character. Like if you've never strung together an entire sentence just using F words, then you probably shouldn't be using the F word, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Well, he's grizzled old Hal Jordan, though. He's not like, yeah.
My question, I guess, to you is: do you think, like, because it looked like it was a little bit of, there's going to be a crime scene type thing? Do you think that maybe?
Yes, Meyer, that is 100% a factual statement. I found it more jarring that Hal Jordan dropped an F-bomb than the fact that he flew without a ring or a green aura. Like, I don't mind that there's no green aura around him. He's not even wearing his costume. Like, that doesn't bother me. Like, that's irrelevant. It doesn't. If you know the character, he's not someone who drops F-bombs on a regular basis from the comic. This is a different person. Obviously, it's a movie or online universe, whatever character. But like in the comics, he was not an F-bomb kind of guy.
But it also not. I guess my point is, it seemed out of place. That's why it was jarring for me. Like even in the even the context of the scene that we saw, and maybe the scene will change, but just like, like your one friend that says something, and you're like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what? Why not? Like, you don't say that. Like, what are you doing? That doesn't sound right. Like, not from you. That's what it kind of looked like. I want to this. Go ahead.
That didn't bother me, but I kind of agree with Meyer that like there was, for a Lantern series with 2 Green Lanterns in it, there was precious little Lantern action in this minute-long trailer. So it does make me question if there's going to be any Lantern action in the show very much. As far as use of a ring and things like that. Yeah.
My question with it though is maybe, but you saw enough Green Lantern stuff there. My question, and this is what I'm thinking is, do you think maybe this has like part of their training process or whatever they're doing here, and which is what Hal's doing, is do you think that it's actually aliens that are doing something? Do you think they're investigating?
So this doesn't take place in
the
movie.
Huh?
This doesn't take place with Superman and the DC Universe movies, then, right?
No, I don't believe so.
Because he says he's the only human.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, that's why
he's the only human. How's that work? Guy Gardner clearly.
Yeah, what about Guy Gardner? Yeah, that's why that didn't make sense to me when he said that. But Guy Gardner is supposed to be in this show. Fillion will be in this show. Yeah.
Okay. I guess my question is, does it not seem very MIB, Men in Blackish?
It seemed more like an episode of Supernatural. We're just gonna ride around and go to small towns and talk to small town sheriffs about stuff.
Yeah, I mean, same ilk as what I was saying. Same overall concept.
And posed as cops or whatever they're doing. I don't know what the heck they're doing.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't think. Have you watched Yellowstone? I don't think it looked Yellowstone at all. Have you watched?
I knew it was going to be an interesting trailer. When
you keep saying that for the third time, Meyer, but I don't think you've watched Yellowstone before. No offense, it
was interesting when the top comment when I pulled up the YouTube page to watch it. The top YouTube comment was just somebody simply saying "No Country for Old Lanterns."
Fair. Yeah, fair. I mean, that's fair. That's. Like I said, I think unfortunately it's
also
more MIB or whatever. But yeah,
is John Stewart right? Shouldn't his character be younger? Like I feel like it's like Hal Jordan's like this grizzled old guy and he's talking about how he's training him to use the ring or whatever. And
HBO Max,
but he's like 40. Couldn't we find a younger guy to take over for you? I don't understand.
They're similar settings as Yellowstone. Did you watch Yellowstone? It takes place in a fucking ranch with cowboys. These two are not dressed like fucking cowboys.
Yeah, but everybody else is.
They're literally dressed like cowboys. Like they are cowboys. Like that's not these guys. These guys are not dressed as cowboys.
I never watched Yellowstone. So.
They're at a high school. What? He missed that they had a Green Lantern ring.
Why are we arguing this?
I don't know. I don't know if he watched this. I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay if he didn't like it. I mean, I didn't love it either, but I mean, I don't have a problem
like it. But like, if you're saying it's Yellowstone and like just random, like there was somebody who had a hat that looked like it could have been a cowboy hat. Sure, I didn't see any horses. I didn't see them chasing down cattle.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think this was like the best trailer. I'm not like expecting this to be like a space battle Green Lantern show that we
Now it's
could
Top
get.
Gun. Now it's fucking Top Gun. now we're doing this.
Well, he
That's
was
the
wearing
members only jacket.
Now,
On the
Hal
other
Jordan
side.
wearing a bomber jacket kind of makes sense, as he is a pilot. But
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I just trying to.
It's not just me saying it.
Yeah.
Sports
yeah,
Illustrated is saying it.
I'm going to reserve any heavy judgment until we see a longer trailer with a little more substance to it. But
I will agree, but
I don't know that this was going to wow anybody. Be like, wow, like I'm totally watching that show now. I think if you were skeptical about it, I don't know that this changed your mind.
Fair. I'm less worried about it. I'll tell you this. I'm less worried. Not like going from like worrisome of like 90% thinking this is gonna be trash to like 10% worrisome. No, like, I'm 50-50 on this fucker, and now I'm like 48% it's gonna be bad, 60% is probably gonna be good. Like that's where I'm at. I'm
That's
just
108%.
48, 40, and 60. Oh yeah, sorry,
48.
My bad. 40 and 60. Long day, JJ. I told you that before we started. 40 and
110% sure this show is going to be great.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe 38, 62, something like that. You know what I mean?
That's how I feel, Meyer. I'm gonna watch it. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna watch it either way. It's an HBO show, so I think somebody said it earlier too. Like HBO usually has, HBO usually does good. They're not 100%, but
bro, I've seen some trash. I have seen some trash on HBO.
HBO has a lot of shows. The problem is nobody talks about the bad ones.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I just say, hey, Cosmic, here's the problem too. Cosmic, you've been around this. You know where I do. I set my bar extremely low. That way I'm not overly disappointed, right?
That's true.
Like, oh, why'd you do that? Hold on,
what?
I'm talking to him. He said 8%. Yeah, I mean, Cosmic's got to know, like, where it comes to me. So when I'm saying my bar went from like 50-50 to 60% good, like, yeah, that's probably where it's going to stay no matter what happens now. Now I'm just like, oh, this looks a little bit more interesting to me. So, all right. Yeah, I mean, that's it. You're right on that one. Doesn't always mean that's going to be good, but you can that's fair. That's a fair criticism. All right.
I can't wait till Hal Jordan gives me a halftime speech about Coach
I
Taylor.
just think it was pretty dumb the driving off the car, and then they end up in town. They end up in a town.
In
a town.
Well,
anyway, so hey, listen. Speaking of stuff too, Vertigo has been hot lately, so we're gonna give you 10 hot Vertigo books from the past and kind of see where we end up on it. That was going to be a like sessional thing where I covered a couple, and then Brucey covered a couple, and then Corbin covered a couple, and Dub covered. But now, since we've had some sickness and some late arrivals, I think we're just gonna run through it blindly as fast as we can. But before we do that, let's get into the segment some of you have been waiting for. We'll see how many. Top 5.
All right, here we go. So we have Bruce's picks that are in here, even though he's not here. He did send me picks.
Well, good. That means everybody's gonna yell cap in the chat now.
I'll
he's here, nobody tells them. When he's not here, everybody calls all his picks cap. So, like, let's go.
Is that what happens?
That's what happened. Was it last week? They started calling him.
I think you said that. I don't remember.
Does that mean I have to take his picks as mine?
Yeah, you got to take his picks, JJ.
You have to defend.
JJ's capping now.
All right, here we go. We're gonna start with let's do number 5. Oh, I don't know.
I already like my first pick.
You don't like it?
No, I already like my first pick. Way to go, Bruce. Actually, I like the Narco one better, to be honest.
That's actually not the cover I picked for that book.
That's the cover you sent me.
No, sorry.
Why does Batgirl have so many covers every week? I feel like there was like so many covers.
For Batman?
For Batgirl. Because the story on the inside's not doing as well as it used to do, so try to keep up reader engagement.
We gotta hype it. I was about to say it started off really well, but now like I feel like you're 17 issues in and they're like, hey, let's put out like 10 covers.
Yeah,
Weird.
that's
Was there
that's-
that many? I know they usually do like 4. I didn't know there was that
I felt
many.
that
It's
was like
right.
a lot.
It's
But
5, yeah, 4, 5 or 6,
is it
yeah.
5 still? I feel like 5's a lot for issue 17. But
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is a good one though.
Yeah, I don't know what Bruce is doing. They had that green cover that if you're going to do one of the covers, that was the better cover. It was like
The
green
Batman.
version.
Yeah, I want to talk about Batman when we get there. So yeah, so mine was a movie homage to.
Can I say this real quickly?
Yeah.
It was a movie homage. To all the people that say that we don't go back and we don't listen to the chat, we are going back to Fraction's Batman this week because we promised a month ago we'd do that. Go ahead. Yes, yours is a cover for. Here's a movie cover.
Vertigo. It's Vertigo. Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo. So it's a movie cover homage. Yeah. Exact. Yeah. Well,
Yep. There you go. Right there.
yeah.
Right there, Paul. Thank you, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
All right. What do we got next?
All right. Let's move on to number 4. It's going very slow.
Good split there, by the way, Dub. Good split.
I don't think Bruce got
Marco
any.
get Gunnar cover?
Yes,
I
Marco
did.
went with the Gunnar cover.
Hold on. I did not. I went with the skull cover with the teeth. I told you in the FOC that this is why I enjoyed this cover. The female's weird, but like the skulls and the details inside the Venus flytrap is done very, very well in this one.
So he
I
picked the
don't know.
Gunnar
All right, I don't know
cover,
what
but
Bruce
for
is doing.
non-Gunnar reasons.
Sorry, Bruce. I can't defend this one. I don't know what you're doing now.
Todd
Bruce
McFarlane.
is trying
yeah,
to
for
pump
Todd.
and dump.
I
books
get it's
this week.
McFarlane, but I mean, like, who cares?
Yeah, he's trying to pump and dump books this week. So let's just see how that goes.
It's like I've never seen a McFarlane Spider-Man cover. Oh my god!
Yeah,
Shoot, I
well,
think I just shot
it might be
Rebel
the
on my
last one. It might be the last one, so that's why. That's another
Well,
Matt
next time you
Taylor.
run-
Matt Taylor cover that Justice Society has been doing these movie poster style. You should check him out on Instagram. I used to follow him on Instagram, and I still probably follow him, but I haven't been on Instagram in a while. But he posts a lot of the posters and stuff that he does and art that he does for Marvel Studios. So just really, I don't know. I love that style, and done a lot of posters for Mondo too.
Whatever, dude. She got strong figures. I'm not not focusing on. And hey, by the way, also don't kink shame, Kev. People got all types of stuff.
Yeah, if he likes his women manly, that's his business. Kev, don't worry about it.
Slow down there, Junior.
All right, number 3.
Oh, there you go, Dub.
Yeah, I picked that same cover. I love that one. And then you went with the Panosian.
Yeah, I'll tell you this about. I will tell you this about FOC or about variants this week. I think I sent 3 because it was too tough to send 2.
I know, but I only use your top 2.
Dude,
you sent like 5. You sent 5. I wasn't gonna make a whole bunch of new slides.
You
for
should have
that.
made 5.
Cheating.
Your top 2. No cheating.
They can't do top 2. I said there was ties. There's a lot of ties this week.
Oh,
No?
you can't do ties. Ties is cheating.
There's no such thing as ties.
Well, I will tell you this: both
It's against
variants
the rule.
for
This isn't
Shadow of
soccer.
Maul.
ties.
Both variants for Shadow of Maul look pretty good this week, as far as their variants were, including the version of this and the other one. Both, and because the Nectar, both the black and white and the color version of it looked good. There was great X-Men covers left and right. Psylocke had a great cover out this week. So I'm just shout out all the variant covers this week.
I did like this prison.
Yeah, it was a different kind of prison. I like that one too. It's good.
Oh, look at that. I'm 3 for 3.
No, that's not true.
Go look at the chat.
You're 1 for 3.
Tie for 1. I still get the W on that. Yeah, I did the version of that ASM. Also a great version this week.
And Bruce went with the Nubovich Poison Ivy. They're getting more and more painty. I mean, they're always. I know it's a painted style.
Yeah.
I just at this point nobody's reading Poison Ivy, and the covers are getting less. Yeah, I mean, I like it that they're going for it on some of the covers, but some of them are.
I mean, it looks nice.
I like that Mary Jane, but I'm kind of over the Mary Jane Venom thing. Yeah, that's just me.
Yeah, I don't like it, and that's the reason that I picked the trade dress too, because it covered part of Venom. I didn't like the without the trade dress on it. It looked. Myers reading Poison Ivy.
Yeah, today I believe everything we say. Meyer's going to say the opposite of. So there we go.
Which of the like 6 covers did Meyer buy?
By the way, he's entitled to it. Yeah, which of the 6 covers did you buy, Meyer? Let us know that. He's entitled to have a different opinions. We won't shut him up. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to our number 1 pick of the week.
Yeah.
Tough call.
So
I almost put Moonstar up there. I almost put Moonstar because she had a good variant too. I mean, it was her Virgin. I think Moonstar's Virgin looked a lot better because you see more of the pinking purple like color change of outside. So, I think you can't go wrong with any 3 of these books. It was a good cover week. It really was a good cover week. It was a pretty decent read week this week. LCSs are very healthy this week, which is nice to see.
Okay, let's move on to our variant covers.
Disagree with that?
I don't disagree with any of that. You're all lots of things, lots to choose from. I had a hard time narrowing it down. There was a few that I left off. However, we just went with 2 covers, even though Marco submitted like 7 different ratios for his top 2.
Blah blah blah.
So
I
he
get
went
it.
with the
You guys
nectar.
can't compete.
All right.
I get that you guys can't compete. I understand you can't compete. So you got
Well, you don't. If you can keep cheating, yeah, of course.
No, if you actually
You make the rules.
Hold on.
You make the rules. We don't have to listen to him when he's not there. You make the rules that we're gonna do 2, and then this is great. This is great. I love it.
Live by
Can't
the
hear
rules,
a word
yeah.
that he's saying. Yeah, nobody knows what you're saying.
Yes, he's on mute. That's even better.
Mhm. Yeah, even better. Love it.
Dub, was
So-
was there also a trade dress version of the one you picked?
There was a trade
Okay, I
dress.
thought
I
there
just
was.
liked it. It covered up a lot of the fire and stuff.
Yeah,
then
I
I
was thinking there
didn't,
was a trade dress version of it. I just
yeah,
couldn't remember.
Yeah, this is amazing. How do we? What'd you do? We can't hear you. This is great.
Hello, McFly.
This is the best thing ever.
Hey, listen. As I said, if we go back to the FOC and the time of the FOC, I quite said we might have to do 5 this week. Bruce said, and then you thoroughly agreed with doing 5.
I didn't agree to any of that.
Yes, you did. Rewind the tape, please. He said, "Yeah, we probably are." Okay.
I don't know what he said.
Oh, I tuned that out like I do everything else.
All right. So yeah, I just like that Miguel Mercado. It just like with all the flame and everything, it just looked a lot better.
I did like that nectar cover, but I actually do think the color looked better.
I think the color looked better too on that one. And then for the number 1 cover, let's see what that was. So Bruce did go with the color one, so I guess Marco and Bruce both were going with the teeth motif today. I don't know. They both like that.
I like all 3 of these. I gotta give it to the mall though, even though the mall's okay. The problem with the mall is that should be the Virgin 1 in 100 variant.
Yeah,
So
I wish that trade dress wasn't there. Yeah, that did not have trade dress for sure.
I agree. I think that should have been. I mean, I was lucky because I bought that for under ratio, which I'm happy at. Because if it was the 1 in 100, it probably would have been more expensive. Obviously, it's selling more than ratio at this point, but also too, I think because of other titles like Nectar and stuff, we get that Nectar book is ridiculous. Was
the higher ratio the black and white one or this color one?
The color one was a 1 in 10.
Okay.
And the black and white was a 1 in 100. Or no, 1 in 50. 1 and, let me see if I can do this. 1 and 50.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I like that Ito. I don't even know what the title of the book Maiden of something or other, but the Ito. I just like that style.
Again, was it a Mad Cave book or something?
It's my book. I don't even know the title.
Your book. What was your book? I don't know what your book is.
I saw it earlier when I was looking at covers. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I wrote it down and then I don't know what I did. But Ito had 2 covers this week. There was this one, and then there was a Power Rangers cover too that I left off because I didn't want to.
There's a lot of. That's what I was saying. Like we kind of talked about it ahead. I think I should have probably reiterated the fact to the chat. I know you have a short memory and can't remember things long term, so I should have probably reiterated. However,
I don't know who you have this conversation with, because Bruce only sent 2 covers, and I only.
No, I mean obviously Bruce has got a very short term memory.
Right, so it's everybody else is wrong.
Rules, but Marco.
Everybody
hold on. It's really easy. You just have to go back 4 weeks. It's that FOC.
4 weeks.
We'll go back 4 weeks. I told you 4 weeks ago that we're going to do this. Yeah.
We're not going to remember stuff that happened a month ago. I was at my when I just went back to where I was at grade school and junior high. Hadn't been there since 8th grade. Remembered my exact locker. I remember the classroom that had the back door that when I got detention last day I snuck out of.
Yeah, because you did it every day for a year.
It wasn't one 30-second conversation.
4 weeks ago, a random thing.
It was like 30 years ago, 40 years ago. I mean, what are we doing here? So now we're just got to keep putting precincts on it. So
need to bring up random.
Hey, he listened. He heard it. Ed heard it. Ed heard it.
What did he hear?
Exactly. He heard it. You know what, Ed? Because of that, we got you, bro. Because I forgot this anyways. Ed, you're good.
You forgot that, though. But even Ed tells you every week.
He's good. He's good. He's good.
How'd you remember that?
He's good. I just remembered it. When I saw the word Ed, I remembered it.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that was our top 2.
Exactly. That's what I can remember it all. I just can't remember that. Good. They are all good. All right. What do we got next?
Well, that's all of the
So let's get into a little FOC. Let's see if now shout out to Pete, because Pete told us to fix something. Thank you, Pete. Thank you. Sometimes I hurry at the end, or I get too deep into the weeds, so I appreciate it.
Pete told us to fix it.
Oh shoot, you didn't pull the book? Well, there once again, doesn't listen. All right, let's go.
I was told that I would be getting another book.
Well, pull the book.
That's what I was told.
I said, I'll see if I can get you another one.
I'll get you another one to replace it.
No, I believe the quote was, and I'll read it. I'll see if I can get you another one.
So here's the book that Marco did not give us the correct information for.
Would you like the trade dress or non-trade dress?
And then I don't know what the incentive is either. I just know it's an incentive. So it might be a 1 in 50 or a 1 in 100 virgin. I'm not sure. But would you pick Amazing Spider-Man Spider-Versity 1 or Spider-Versity 1?
Well, one has trade dress, one doesn't.
Well, they both
could have easily done that. Easily done that. Neither. All right, next up. Get off this one.
Let's get off this one. Let's go with the Pop Kill 1 Seasonal Flavors Easter Edition by Tula Lotte against Alias Red Band 2 Joel Jones. So from what I understand, that Pop Kill is just another reprint of the same Pop Kill book that they're putting out every couple months.
It is different.
New cover.
But nobody buys Pop Kill for what's inside. It's always about the new covers on that one.
Nobody has even read that comic.
Yeah, same thing as Poison. Yes, you're right.
You only have literally blank pages inside.
Yeah, there might not be anything inside. Yeah, I don't know. I picked, I guess, the best Alias. This is just honestly, you know what this choice is? To remind us that we're having a red band for Alias. And there are some new artists that are doing almost all the covers. So let's make sure we're trying to find one we support. I haven't found one yet. And Pop Kills, for some reason, is just putting out new covers.
Joel Jones is not new.
Yeah, I know Joel Jones has been around.
Well, I didn't mean like new artists. I meant like we're going to see artists. Yeah.
Oh, different.
More than
different for the title.
Different for the title. Yeah, different for like main titles. Yeah.
I haven't bought a Pop Kills book yet, but I will. I'm probably going to get this one.
Why are they still making it?
I don't know why they're keep making it. I don't know.
I don't know who likes. I don't know who'd like. You know, the only other thing with the Jessica Jones is like they even had like they had like the cover for the Daredevil weird the Macron or whatever cover too. I don't understand.
I love to see the financials behind Pop Kill to see like if these reprints with just in paying the new cover artists to do new covers each time, if they're making money, like are people still buying enough of it?
Don't put that on me, Ed. Do not put that on me. I picked an FOC one time. This is not my picks.
Okay, so I guess my question is, like, what are they paying an artist for a cover? Pop Kills is probably paying what, $700 a cover? Are they selling enough to make $700?
Yeah, Matt Cave does okay.
Maybe $1,000. I mean, like, what are we doing here? And they'll be willing to print it again, so you get paid again on the second time. All right, what's up next?
The next book.
By the way, FOC, it was an interesting FOC this week.
Poison Ivy 43
Speaking
by
of Poison
Eon,
Ivy.
and Black Cat 9 by Chris Anka. The Poison Ivy is a open order, probably $1 more for the cardstock, and then Black Cat looks like an incentive. I don't know again if it's
wasn't it 1 in 25 or something like that?
It didn't say on the Penguin side. I didn't have time to look it up.
I can't remember. I looked it up before.
I like both, but I don't know. The Black Cat negative space thing's kind of been done.
Yeah, I like this one a little bit better. So is the thing. But hey, I mean, very strong character.
I feel like I would like the Black Cat better if it wasn't a black background.
Do you think that one day Eon will, there's certain people, Greg Land, who's known for using a certain type of model for their art. Do you think Eon maybe uses a model too?
I think he uses different models.
Yeah.
Because if you look at this Poison Ivy's face, I mean, just look at her face, you could probably see Taylor Swift in there. It's a
very strong face.
Yeah, just the face. Like, I'm not the rest of it. No, I mean, I don't know where.
I'll be honest with you. I probably couldn't tell you what Taylor Swift looked like.
I can't say I like them normalizing characters doing the Naruto run pose.
She jump into the air.
I think she's supposed to be leaping, but it's very much Naruto run. It's like a meme.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, what do we got next?
Coming up next, we have another Poison Ivy by Nubovich, and then this is Psylocke Ninja by C.F. Villa. Psylocke, again, is an incentive against an open order
cardstock.
Poison Ivy.
Yeah, I mean, really what it is a DC versus Marvel thing here. Yeah. This is what we're trying to do here.
Is she a rabbit? What's going on there?
I was thinking Little Mermaid.
Looks like a bunny to me.
Under the sea. Under the sea. I believe that's actually her in a flower. However,
makes the most sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Does look kind of like an oyster.
We haven't entered the good. I was trying to do you know what? Here, Bar. This is what I'm going to tell you. I was trying to do Marvel and DC, and you people have left us to this is what we compare. This is what we compare against Marvel and DC. Nobody gives a crap about what's inside the book anymore. They just need and they're not even trying to make it good goonery anymore. It's literally like.
To be fair, we don't know what's inside the book yet, so.
Well, we do. That Psylocke Ninja book I think is really good. The Poison Ivy book, not so great.
Yeah, but it could be a terrible issue of Psylocke Ninja. You don't know that.
You could be. You're right. All right.
And then we're going to move on to.
That's a lot of pale milkers there.
Left.
What the fuck?
I wonder what the theme is on this one.
I think we'll put it this way: the left is what I look like after I saw this cover.
My guess is horror versus horror.
Well, horror versus horror. He got it, folks. Horror versus. What the fuck is that? What is that? Where's our man Big Jim? Where's the defenders? Where's the bottom troll defenders? What is that? By the way, Hello Body had a lot of good covers.
Is it supposed to look like a trading card? Is that what it's? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a series of these with that border has been on a lot of books.
Right,
dude. If that guy if the Superman guy is in the neighborhood, I call the police because he's probably on the list, if you know what I mean. He better not be driving an ice cream truck. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't blame you either, Meyer.
I had some minis. I like minis.
Yeah. So
hey, what's up, DK?
That's they end at 10 issues, but like sometimes they don't need more than 10 issues.
Yeah.
Sometimes they probably didn't even need those 10 issues that they got. Maybe 6 would have been enough. Can I pick versus again?
Yeah, choose the versus logo in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, he's got. I don't know. Like 3 weeks ago, I saw a cover. I was like, wow, that's a little bit different than what he normally does. Good to step out and do something good. Once again,
that was last week.
Was that last week? Nice.
Yeah.
Then this week, you're like, oh. With that being said, you don't know when he did this cover.
Yeah, it could be super old.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What's next?
And I think that wraps. Oh no, there's one more. We have the Wolverine 18 Dan Panosian versus Amazing Spider-Man 26 Lee Bermejo.
I'll be honest with you. You guys don't like. If I would have put the 2 DC books this week to compete against this, you guys would have bitched that it's like, why are you putting that trash up there? I really think that Lee is one of his better Lees, and it was somebody else. I can't remember who it was, Delato or somebody. There was another Wolverine that I really liked better than this, but I know people like the Danny P's, so I threw a little Danny P out there, and it's not a bad Danny P, for a matter of fact, like a homage.
His claws seem short or something. I don't know.
Well, he's a short guy. He's like Pete's height.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there we go. DK, take them both.
Longer claws when I think Wolverine.
So this issue of Spider-Man is legacy number. This Amazing Spider-Man 26 legacy 990. So there'll be at least 10 more issues with Lee Bermejo covers on them.
Mind you, I think there is a trade dress of this cover too for Lee Bermejo.
They all have trade dress and version. The versions have been 1/100s, I believe. So
I believe you're correct with that.
Yeah, 1/100s.
He is Pete's height. Yes, Wolverine is Pete's height. Yes.
And I think with that we wrap up.
Built like Puck, Pete's height. Okay, good. Now let's get into top tier, top
lipless.
All right, let's get into the book so we can talk about them. We almost spoiled it. We didn't. We got through to this part of the segment. Okay, what do we got here? Take it or leave it. Not a big list this week, by the way. Not a lot of number ones out there worth reading. Some of the guys, the books were already sold out before they could get to them, unfortunately. Or they have ordered them and they haven't come in yet. So,
all right. So we're going to start off with Moonstar, who's getting her own. It's a miniseries, I believe. I'm going to guess it's a 5-issue. Little story that we're getting in the Shadows of Tomorrow storyline.
I did not know that Moonstar is now part of Asgard.
Yeah.
Nor do I give two shits.
That was kind of a ruining thing. I'm like, so
she was a
we're
Valkyrie?
not?
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I'm
So
I'm not a huge
Native American.
I'm not a huge Thor fan. The best Thor I think was when he was in Oklahoma. So I don't know. I know people like this book, but thumbs down. I'm not picking up number 2.
This book had some good covers. The Sway cover, I picked
Sway,
that cover. Definitely a fan of that. I wanted this book to be good because I'm hoping, every so often you get, but like it was the dialogue to me, despite the story, I don't know the story. I don't know her history. I don't know
that
much.
Story is wild as shit, bro. So much.
But this was the dialogue to me was almost like childish. Like for kids or like teenage. Like it was really overly simplified and like I don't know. Like I didn't like. I felt like they were over explaining things to me, and I don't even know anything about the character. And they said to like, tell me what's happening. Get to the story. Like I don't know. It just took forever.
This is. I mean this book emphasized my track record for like over a decade of complaints of what was wrong with DC books. This is exactly the definition. Too wordy for no reason, not saying anything, in a bunch of word salad. Like, yeah.
How many times are going to make the joke with the mom and dad that don't get what she's talking about, or they forgot
the horse thing? Yeah, I mean, it's just so
things,
stupid.
like, over and over again, the same.
Guess what? We don't get it either.
Yeah. JJ, did you get to this one?
I did read this one. I agree. It's a thumbs down. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll put it this way: if you liked it at all, at least a little bit, just wait and maybe pick up a trade or something. But I like I said, it would have been interesting if you like explored her kind of Native American supernatural heritage or something.
That's where I thought we were going. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's a Valkyrie, and she's
a Valkyrie.
Asgard.
What?
Yeah.
No. So yeah, I was out. I was out by the end.
Like the complete opposite of Norseman, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
Yeah,
Anyways.
like some nice covers. There was at least two
All right.
decent covers for this book.
Sorry, Ed.
That's it.
Well,
Sorry.
tell us if we're wrong, Ed, next week. Or in the comments afterwards. I mean, feel free. All right.
All right, let's move on to the next book. And it was the X-Men Annual number 1.
That's a long sigh.
I mean, the problem with X-Men right now is like you've made it so bad that when you read something like the annual, you're like, it could have been whatever, the book before this, right? We could have had a Native American character that turned into an Asgardian. Then that wasn't this. You know what I mean? It wasn't this. I'm not saying that this is like the world's greatest book and it's a barn burner. I'm not. Is it semi-readable? Sure. Does it have characters that I don't exactly like in it? Sure. But it's not by far the worst book. And it's an annual. And it's not by far the worst book on either side of DC or Marvel. Or to be that fact through the images or anything else. So I'm giving it a quarter thumbs up because it's annual and it hits a lot of notes that the annuals should hit. That's what I'm going to say.
JJ, did you get to this?
I did not get to this one. When Marco tells me to read an X-Men book, I'm out.
Yeah, I have a strict limit of how many X-Men books I can read at any given time. And I read the Moonstar book, so there was no way I could read.
You read the wrong one.
No chance that I was going to get to 2. Oh, sorry, wrong one. So based on Marco's recommendation, you should take this book. So
soft take.
I will say I do like this cover with.
I thought we were going to have a split decision here. I'll be honest with you. I thought we were going to have a split decision on this book. I really did.
Yeah, I like the Doomsday coming through the cover and ripping the logo apart. That's kind of funny.
Jesus. All right.
Doomsday is Jack Nicholson from The Shining.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next book here. Batman number by popular demand. By demand of the chat.
One person in the chat. One person in the chat. One person in the chat.
Batman number 7.
There you go. I mean, DK, you described that annual. Yeah. What's going on, RP?
RP.
Like, not bad, but the fucking end. It's the same shit every time with these two characters. The exact same shit. Shocker. Like, why?
Tell us how you really feel.
How I really feel is can we stop having I don't want to ruin it because it's not ruined. If you've ever read a Joker and Batman book, it's not ruined. but for some reason, we're going to have some noob in there and say that the reveal at the end of this book was the greatest thing ever. And it makes so much sense. And it's never happened before. And as his lines, as Batman's fucking lines going into the last splash page said, everybody tries to do that all the time. That's how I felt at the end of this book. I actually didn't dislike the beginning. I actually enjoyed the beginning of the book. I thought it was an interesting thing. I did think it was kind of corny, the back and forth with the fucking doctor and that all dumb shit, because we've seen that dumb shit before. But there's a point where they're talking inside. The back and the forth, although they always have a back and the forth between Joker and Batman in a similar nature, I thought the writing was at least a little bit more witty. But then you stub your baby dick at the end, and just why? Just why? Just why? Yeah,
So this was
it's peak Batman, and yeah,
I haven't been following. Is this the end of an arc or beginning of an arc?
It's kind of the beginning part.
I think it's
say
the beginning.
The book tells me on the front it's the beginning of one.
Yeah, beginning of
it is. It's the beginning of this portion of it. Yeah, that's why we're reading too. Yeah, pretty close, Barlord. Pretty fucking close. Yeah, pretty close. That's pretty close to what the fuck happened. You almost. It's the other one. It's not this one, Barlord. It's the other thing. But you got most of the beginning of your sentence is pretty fucking nuts on. I only wish it were in a blind magazine. Oh God, this is hilarious. Again, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna give it a quarter thumbs down. The saddest part about you know what I think makes me mad about this book? They almost had me.
That is DC.
No, they almost.
If it was an X-Men story, you'd probably give it a quarter thumbs up.
No. Yeah.
All X-Men stories start at a quarter thumbs up for Marco, and go up from there.
This actually had a thumbs up for me at one point. This did.
They lost you in the last 16 pages.
Well, no, it was shaky. The whole doctor conversation. I'm just gonna say kill button, floor, like figure that out. Was it like I'm gonna protect him no matter what thing? Yeah, I was kind of like, okay, please don't go that route. Then the middle part, I thought was similar to stuff that's been done before, but the repartee, I might add, although corny in method of development, was rather refreshing, a refreshing retake. But yes, the end was just dog shit on a plate. Dude, that ain't the only fucking thing they stole from Star Wars in this book. Shout out Endor Season 1. Just saying.
I will say that I got a huge amount of Jodie Foster and Hannibal Lecter, Clarice Starling, that whole vibe from
Harley Quinn,
their
Joker,
conversations,
which is a doctor. Yeah,
you know, same kind of thing that I got from that's what I thought.
Hello.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, and but I'm talking about the whole conversation and him in the tank and whatever, like all
in your head. Did one of them have a really bad Southern accent?
Yeah, no, no drawl, no Southern drawl,
no bad Southern drawl.
No,
I really. Go ahead. Sorry, Doug.
But I mean, I don't know what else. I didn't love this, but I also didn't hate it. I don't know what else you're gonna do if you're planning on bringing this character in. I think there part of it. We talked about it a little bit last week. There's some limitations on what characters they are using and not using. I'm sure they could have gone a different way, but they wanted to bring Joker into this somehow, and I don't know what else you're gonna do with Joker. Except leave him out is probably the best bet. Let's take a break from him for a while, but we didn't.
That's what somebody said. That's what somebody said earlier. I mean, maybe
that would have been the best bet, but I didn't hate it. Like, I want to see what the next part is. I'm going to read the next issue, so I'm going to give it a quarter thumbs up. I didn't love it, but
I'm really sad about that too, because I did see some potential in it, and I necessarily didn't dislike the artwork either. You know what I mean? I can't like, you can't say, and where is he? He's not in the chat right now talking. He's been talking the whole day, but you cannot say, oh, original. Somebody made the perfect comment here. I thought Fraction was supposed to give us something original, but then I read this book. There's nothing original in this book, unfortunately. Starting a fun to get you guys. I have both. I have both. I don't need them. You forget RP the $5, but starting a fun to get you a Nectar or Dork first print to have review. I actually had 2 Dorks. If you actually watch this show when we cover our FOC, which is like Wednesday, earlier than a lot of other people, those are 2 books we both talked about on the FOC. So
we reviewed Dork, though, didn't we?
We reviewed Dork.
You did. Yeah, you reviewed it.
Yeah. Well, Dork did start selling towards the end of the week. Dork was there for a while.
I didn't read this Fraction Batman run at all. I do want to ask though, what do you think is harder? Because obviously it's difficult, I think, to be added as a Batman writer. Do you think it's more difficult to, if they were to say, hey, we want to create a new Batman character, or hey, we want to bring back a villain like the Joker?
What's more difficult for a writer to do?
Well, yeah, to please anybody. I feel like either way, people aren't pleased by either one. They either hate new Batman villains, or they hate the fact that you bring back a villain, but they're just doing the same thing.
Oh,
it's kind of it's a rock and a hard place, kind of.
Yeah, that's both are going to be, you have to like nail it. Like, there've been so many villains that have showed up, but like, where do they go? Even
I can't think of the last new Batman villain that people liked.
I mean, there's been a few that have gotten hype, when they show
like
up.
Miracle
Molly, Clown, the clown guy.
That all fell off real fast.
Punchline was hot for a little while, but none of those were like bangers, if you want, or they weren't peak. If you want to go with the chat's talking, none of them are really like did anything. I can't think.
Push was the last one that made an impact of any kind of.
And how long ago was that?
Yeah, that was what, 2 decades ago.
Yeah, Batman 608. So yeah, way too long ago. But yeah, I don't know. Like, Fraction didn't turn me off to this series completely. So I get, like some people are gonna hate. Oh, it's this. I don't know. I don't know, Saratha. I heard it was Kevin Smith was a pretty good Batman villain too from Corbin's list a few weeks back.
Zack Snyder did manage to destroy an entire Batman universe all on his own.
Oh, ridiculous. We have one book. Did you get a chance to read this, JJ?
The Fraction Batman?
Yeah, the Batman.
No, I did not read this one.
Okay.
I haven't read any of them, actually. I haven't read any of them.
Yeah, I've been picking it up since the beginning, and I started reading it. Then I didn't read the next couple, but then I went back, and I mean, it's a Batman story. It's better than some other recent Batman stories. I don't really get into the whole Hush thing. I'm not that worried about it. Whenever if ever that comes out, because Jim Lee's busy working on doing Superman, Spider-Man stories for that book instead of working on Hush right now. So. And then we have one more book, but I didn't get to this next book, and I don't know if you did, Marco. Hopefully, there he is. So Nectar was on the list for this week. You did read it?
I did read this one. Yeah.
What did you think about? Couldn't get this book.
Go ahead, Marco.
I think. Sorry, wasn't all the way plugged back then. Part of the problem I have sometimes with like doing stuff is and this is the book, and I know this is the one we're going to get. Like, we didn't get the hate on Fraction I thought we were going to get. This one we are. This book wasn't good. Which is disappointing. Like, we read you guys the FOC ahead of time. We told you the description of it. It sounded so good. Like, cool. For those people that don't know, like, I always like that one movie with Timothy Oliphant. How do you say his last name? Are we doing that? Are we doing the correction last name? We should do that name.
Well, you had it right. If you're talking about Timothy the Oliphant, I don't know what movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah. Like when he did the one movie where there was like the dead bodies in the lake and the people were getting possessed and stuff like that. And I really thought, yeah, the Crazies. I thought that's what this was going to be. I thought we were getting Crazies. If you recall, I kind of hinted that this might be what this book was like. This is what the description seemed to be like. This is like, and I'm not saying eventually this book might not turn into it, but this first book was a waste of fucking paper.
Damn.
It was a waste. They did all of Dick. Like even the flapjacky wannabe half tits they drew in here was just half-assed. The writing was half-assed. The art was half-assed. The titties were half-assed. Everything was half-assed. It was half-assed. And that's a shame. I mean, it's a shame. It's a shame.
I'll take a slightly different bin to it.
Thank you there, DK.
But
I'm sorry. I'm also sorry. If we influenced you to FOC this book, I'm sorry.
So I didn't really buy much of the hype of this book. So I went in pretty clean. As far as that goes, it told the problem. It had very good parts and very bad parts. The art was a little bit rough. I'll give it to Marcus. The art was not what I was expecting. I think it kind of fit what they were trying to do a little bit.
Was okay.
But it wasn't for me necessarily art-wise, maybe. But I can get over that sometimes in a book.
Not wrong, Ed. You didn't read this.
There was a lot of sizzle and not a lot of steak in this first book. Like I feel like it's all just kind of building, like exposition and atmosphere, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And nothing very much happened.
Yeah.
So if I had to rate this, you're gonna get like a crooked thumbs up from me for this because I think it could be something good, but it hasn't shown you that yet. So if it doesn't show you in the next book or two, then I wouldn't read any more.
But dude, JJ, I'm saying like did this not seem like a 3-page preview to you?
It did.
That's where I have the problem with it. That's where I had the problem with it.
I mean, it seemed like like you said, it seemed like it was previewing a longer book, or it seemed like it was like, I'm going to read a trade and only give you the first 16 pages of it, or how long this book was. It was longer than 16 pages. Yeah.
I mean, once again, like this is not like, especially if you're, and maybe, I don't know, man, maybe it's because we did like, and if, I like the genre. So I'm kind of like hyped on it already. Right. I like the genre. So my expectations instantaneously go up. Right.
Yep.
Like, I like that. I like the post-apocalyptic thing where like usually it's a virus or an alien that nobody knows about takes over, and then you're fighting zombies or you're fighting like crazy people or something.
Expecting period piece though for this.
Also wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Or period piece titties
like,
either.
I'm with you. I like the I guess psychological horror, body horror type atmosphere of books a lot of time, but then you stick it into a period piece. I'm like, is this like, Salem Witch Trials, Sleepy Hollow-esque? Like, I get it. And I've liked some of those books in the past, but they don't jar my interest as much as having it in a modern setting, or like you said, a sci-fi post-apocalyptic setting. So
how I saw it was kind of like the Crazies. That's what I kind of figured it was going to be like. I think I used that exact quote.
I think it's supposed to be.
We don't know exactly, but people leave for the winter and the summer because it gets harsh.
I think it's the early 1800s. I think
the Doctor kind of they have some print like that. The Doctor is like it's not a taxidermist. What's the person that collects butterflies? What are they called? I can't remember. But also
you should know from watching Kingsman.
Oh yeah. But it's not really killer, but it's not killer butterflies either, Ed. If you read the book, it's not killer butterflies.
Yeah. Well, they drink blood.
It is like the first season of Peacemaker.
Vampiric butterflies.
Yeah, vampiric kind of that somehow can bite you, I guess. Yeah. I mean,
it's all laying down like a horror mystery thing. Like I said, it's building all that up, which is good, but kind of this whole first book doesn't really lead you. I don't think it paints a clear enough picture.
So here's the thing, Bar Lord. We actually we know where they kind of came from, but like that was one little corner panel in the book. They came out of a coffin. Yes.
Lepidopterus. That's the word.
Huh? Lepidopterus.
Stick sketcher word there.
Thank you. They came out of a coffin. And then for the rest of the thing, they just flew around in circles pretty much.
Yeah.
So they were released from the coffin.
Kind of, but we don't know who did it. Like we didn't see any, there just was a coffin with
when
them
I say
coming out.
vampiric butterflies, I mean it in the most pure sense of a vampire. Like they come out of a coffin and they drink blood.
Yeah, there you go. He's right. He's right. I mean, he's right. So, I mean, I just wanted this book to be fucking good, and I think that's why I'm going to give it a quarter thumbs up, because I'm not saying it
could be good. I mean, just because this gave you a lot of exposition and not a lot of explanation and all that, but it still could be good.
This is it. Barlord, if they do this again in issue 2, this is done. This is done.
Yeah.
So I will tell you, like, I didn't get a chance to get to this book, but I did look at the author of this book. His name is Jeremy Robinson, and he's a novelist. Like, he's written like a lot of novels. New York Times best-selling author, but he has a lot of novels in the fantasy and science fiction realm. So that makes sense what you're saying, that he's like literally
that's exactly
writing
what it
a
was.
novel in the comic book form.
That's exactly what it was. Thank you. If you read this genre in the novels, this is your first, like, this is your prelude chapter. It literally is the prelude. It's this
the prologue,
prologue or whatever, yeah.
Unless you put out a whole book, like put the trade out.
That's
then you can do that.
That's a good point, Marco, because it did give me, now that I think about it, it gave me very similar vibes to when I sit down and I play a video game or something for the first time. Sure. I'll be playing that game, and then only after it's complete, about 3 hours later, where I realized that first 3 hours of the game was just the prologue. That's kind of what this comic reminded me of. When I got to
I got this cover.
Oh, so this is just setting everything up.
Honey. I mean, yeah, the cover, like I said, like I was talking to the owner of the comic book store, you know, and we first talked to him on FOC about ordering this, and the covers were something to, but that's where now I even worry more. Is this just cover buys? Like, no offense, but Take It or Leave It isn't about, like, can we sucker people into cover buys or can we pump and dump these on whatnot? Take It or Leave It is, should you waste your money buying the next book to read? I mean, that's what Take It or Leave It is. Yeah. It's not so much about what person can hype it.
I'm talking more from the guts of the book, as far as
that's what we're talking about, is the guts. And like the guts of this book is like, you don't agree, prologue, hence, potential or don't, and trash it. No, I mean, we're gonna wait till obviously, Ed, we're gonna wait till number 2 to figure this out, but
we'll be reviewing number 2 when it comes out.
We will. I mean, it's got a 2 crookeds. We'll be reviewing number 2 on this one. All right. We aren't going to be doing it for Moon Star or whatever, but we're going to be doing it for this one.
All right. Well, let's move on, because we have one more book on here, and that was the aforementioned Narco.
So I didn't read the Kickstarter. I
didn't either.
I will tell you, though.
I mean, it's not about drug dealers?
No, it's about a guy that's got narcolepsy. I'm going to read the next book, and I'm not going to spoil it by looking at the internet to see what's up with it. It was kind of opposite the other. Yeah, I thought it was about drug dealers too. JJ, they're like, it's number 1. It's Image.
Come on, somebody tells me that's the title of something.
That's Narcos.
I was like, right. This dude's like some drug dealer. Even when it starts off, he's like talking to this possum who passes out from. It looked like eating a Pop-Tart, and you're like, oh, so this is like some dude doing drug dealing. He's talking about it. Just to start out, it talks about like, oh, conspiracy theories, this and that, and you're like, hey, what's this little drug dealer hipster doing? And then that's not what it's about. The guy's got narcolepsy. And it leads to almost like mystery thriller into it. So I actually kind of enjoyed this. I'm going to give this a thumbs up. We're going to read number 2 on this. It's like Fainting Goats. It is like Fainting Goats, kind of.
Full thumbs up?
Yeah. Was not interested in this book, and then you did read it. Yeah. I don't think it was great. I thought it was good. I thought it was good. I mean, it's a lot. Here's the thing about it. This isn't like new Image book. This is like early 2000s Image book. You know what I mean?
And
Where like
yeah,
you're gonna get about four good issues of this, and then you're probably gonna forget that fucking exists. You're probably gonna forget it exists.
I want to know I didn't read it, but in the comic, does it explain why his keyboard there is like gigantically sized? Because I feel like that keyboard is huge.
No, that's just the cover. That's the rendition of the cover.
It's like one hit like 3
There you
fingers
go. It's better than vinyl or plastic.
Yeah, I mean, this was the guy. That's the guy who wrote. He did plush. He did vinyl. He did. I think he did an Arkham book a while back too. Arkham Origins, maybe.
Just be careful on this MJJJJ Honey one, because I'm just gonna let you know this could turn into a vinyl or plastic. So, yeah.
Give it a minute.
Yeah, give it some time.
I'm definitely right now. I like it. I really like it. I like it. And I think I'm the only one that got it. And like I said, people are buying it too, and they think it's good. So once again, I think this is a hype train thing. It just turns out that the first issue was pretty good. So there we go. We're gonna be reading number 2 on that.
All right, and I think with that we wrapped up our. Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah, so we got 2 X-Men books this week. Out of all the choices,
no, you're talking 90s. You're talking.
X-Men
I'm talking 2000 like 10s maybe.
Yeah.
You're talking like 96 through 90 through 99.
To be fair, Kevin, I think this came out before those books.
Yeah,
this was originally. I don't know. It was like a while back. This came out.
Once again, if you have more recommendations, please recommend. Even if it's not. Especially if it's like a book we're not reading and a new arc is starting. Because if we're not following the book, we might not know right offhand. The new arc is starting, just like we did with Fraction. By the way, what happened to all the Fraction people? On a weekly basis, we get told to read Fraction, and then this week we had more people dogging the Fraction book than we had. We had nobody defending the Fraction book. It's beyond me.
That being, I don't think anybody dogged it either.
Well, they said there was nothing new. Well, no, we didn't really dog it either.
Yeah, you're right. No, yeah, people did say like
just spoke to truth to facts. You're right. No, Dub, you're right. Truth to facts, Dub. Truth to facts. There we go. Objectively factual, as some people might say. I don't think that's an actually word, but objectively factual about the comic there. So, what's Fraction? It's Matt Fraction. It's a guy's name.
A lot of them were
writer's name.
A lot of them were responding to your take on it.
Youngblood 4 shit. All right. Dude, yeah, you better be joking. We're not. Maybe actually, you know what? We might bring Tony Fleece back on to defend this dog shit because he still reads this. So
he does, yeah, he does.
It's Harley fucking Quinn, dude. What do you mean best new character? It's literally Harley Quinn.
Best new character in disguise.
Best new character that we've already seen before. They've tried to reboot 6 times. Dude, yeah. Hey, he's got no shame. If you saw him, we actually got to have him back on here soon. I haven't reached out to him. He just was at a con. I've been really busy personally, so I haven't had my normal conversations with him. But if you saw him digging through all those books, he also got to get a better camera. He's got some good stuff, but he loves. He went. We're not that different in age. He's a little bit older than I am, but he went the full-fledged Image route, where I want the Claremont X-Men route in our comic book live. So, what are still cooking?
I don't know what he's talking about at this point.
Huh? I don't know what do you know what he's talking about?
No.
Okay.
I faded away. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Me? I'm talking about, or him?
You.
Oh, I'm talking about Tony liking Youngblood. We're talking about Youngblood, Old Blood over here. I don't know. They're still cooking. I don't know what they're still cooking. Dude. Okay. All right. Well, they're just rehashing stories we've already seen before. Let's get into the. So last week went very well. We had great feedback. So I tried to get the boys to do the same thing we did last week, and it was a full refusal. Now I don't know for sure if people are sick or if Corbin just whatever. Or yeah, people are confused. I get that too.
No, I said I
However-
didn't refuse.
No, you didn't. You were a last minute add-on, so you couldn't help out here. I got some input, but it was like, hey guys, why don't we do it like we did it last week? Instead, they just said this book and then they gave us no things. So we're gonna cover DC Vertigo for all those people that think I hate DC all the time. I mean, for God's sake.
I like it better when it was just Vertigo.
The one, yeah, it is. We're going back to when it was kind of Vertigo. That's what we're going back to. My favorite Vertigo back then. But I would like to say we're gonna cover some of those books for a couple of reasons too. We have some that are the ones that are movies or TV shows. We're going to see where those things are at. And then our second part is kind of like the wild card ones that were like optioned or rumored or whatever. We're going to take a look at a couple of those books too. All right. Obviously, we'll throw in some little extra tidbits in with that. The guys brought up good points, but then none of them are here to present it. So I will try to slow down and not speed read through this thing. Thank you. Thank you for the nice cutaway. I appreciate it. All right. TV movie hype. These books were hype. They are Vertigo books first. Hype because of TVs or movies. Kev, you might not be, but I'll tell you at least two of the books are getting great reviews. And for some reason, they moved the Lake book down there, and people are enjoying the Lake book, which came out this week too. A nice city on the lake or whatever. One of my favorite, I own this book, obviously, number one. I've owned the whole series. I think I own two number ones of this. V is for Vendetta. I got mine uber cheap, however. 9/8, first $50. The first 9/8 that we could find that sold on any census was for $50. At one point, it got a super high move here. We went all the way up to $336. Now, mind you, the movie came out in 2005, and I'm not quite sure that we're getting those prices there. I think we're getting prices after that, kind of like there was rumors that they might redo it and bring it back. So we got a big bump, but it has since been high, or maybe there was just the fact that there's probably around 2014, 16, where we're having this, hey, first appearance of a character that's been in a movie before. And then the bar was set at $336. Last book sold was for $230. I love this book. I love this story. I think it's great. I think you're stupid. Huh?
This was Vertigo?
It was, dude. What's his name put this under the Vertigo title? This was Pete's input, by the way.
No.
So we'll move on. However, we'll finish off. I do love this book. I do think if you wear a guy mask, it's pretty stupid. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Also, I think it might have got. Didn't they announce something? I think you're right, and they announced something for like the 20th anniversary. Was it a re-release?
Maybe it was. I don't know, but when this took its 336 bump was like with Cole Lake. Like when you think like 2000 and you know how we had the renaissance in selling comics or like during the pandemic around 2020, where there's just that huge spike. There was one of those renaissances around 2016 with graded comics, like where first appearances and stuff mattered, came back out. So there we go. Next up, we've got Losers. Now, what?
I said, oh man, this movie.
I actually like this movie. I don't know.
Yeah. It wasn't actually. It was better than it should have been.
Captain America in there before he should have been. The dude from The Wire in there. You know what I mean? You got some great actors.
Negan. Jeffrey
You got Negan in there too. Yeah. Yeah. You got Negan in there. But this isn't the first time the actual Losers showed up, and it's pretty complicated. However, first time one of these Losers number ones from Vertigo sold was for $43. It got a high there around $130. I don't know why, because it was much after the 2010 movie came out, but it sells for about $72 now. There is a couple things to be. Oh, whoa, we screwed up. Hold on, let me see where the slide went. Ruh-roh. Here we go. But you know, I like to go back, and this was actually a Bruce thing, so I kind of helped out because he's now getting into silver and gold age. We're going to talk about a couple first appearances here of the Losers. Now, here's the funny thing. A critical debate that happens all the time is what is the first appearance, not of individual people here, but some individual people and the actual, and I'll try to solve it for you, and the actual group known as the Losers, as we see later on in the movies. We've got two books. We've got G.I. Joe Combat 138, which came out in right? Was it in October 11? and then 1, 2. Actually, it didn't. That's a wrong date. Oh, 10, 11. Okay, so it did come out.
Yeah,
It was
it's 2
November
months.
69.
2 months.
Yeah, November 69 there. There we go. All right. As you can see, the CGC label. Now, mind you, you used to be able to fill out whatever the fuck you wanted for CGC labels, but the CGC label here says first appearance of the losers. All right. And then if you actually look at a year later, oh, not a year later, probably 6 months later. Wait, November, December, January. So 2 to 3 months later, you get our forces, our fighting forces 123. Same characters, but the group's called the losers. And this says it's the first appearance of the losers. And you might be confused. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. In the book on the left, for those people that don't read books, it is mentioned that this group are born losers. Not the losers, but born losers. And it's the group that later on, 3 months later, is referred to as featuring the losers.
Featuring
now,
the losers. Now, featuring in there.
Now, Dub, this is where we got to do some reading. Dub, the book on the right. Why do some people maybe think this is called first appearance of the losers?
I mean, it very takes over like a big chunk of the cover, and it says the losers right on there.
And it has their names. And what else?
Are they on the cover? Is that
they
them?
are. That's them on the cover on the right.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing about the thing on the left, which puts us into a little bit of a dilemma here with GI Combat 138. By the way, 9/8's going for $800, $1,800 for the one on the right, the one in January for our fighting foes. The one on the left, what does it say on the cover?
I mean, it says born losers. We were all born losers.
Right. However, the characters they show on the left side there, those bubbles, are the losers team, and you see them in the trunk. So you do get to see their names. It says it's them, and they're on the cover. And that's where the confusion comes into place, I believe. Anyways, both great books. They don't sell a lot. I think the next 9/8 for this in for the GI Combat probably, especially if you can get first appearance of it on it, would probably sell for close to 12 to 1,300, where our fighting forces, the next one's probably gonna be over 2K. All right, next up, a TV show. It's funny. I've never watched a lot of this TV show, but I've always seen clips on the YouTubes of it. I don't know why.
It wasn't bad.
Huh?
It wasn't bad for like a network television show.
2015 or 16, is that when it came out?
Mm-hmm.
I was
2016,
like, I was living like the corporate, like shitbag $10,000 suit life. So I wasn't watching Lucifer on TV. 9/8 go. The first 9/8 ever to sell was for $250. High $295 around that time, by the way, around 2016. It's now down to $100. Very popular TV series, mind you. Storyline pretty good too. Comic book maybe accurate. I remember this book.
It deviates quite a bit after a while, but yeah.
Go ahead. It does. I never watched the show.
It's not bad, but it's kind of amazing how many people watched the show and didn't realize it was from the comic.
That is interesting and fun. I think if they did, it would have gotten a little bit higher. But just so you know, that's how it's coming back there. A book that this is one that I put here. Preacher, 9/8 first one ever was 26, 117. I remember when this hit $100. I was like, I like Enos. He's fucked up, but like $100 for a 9/8 is ridiculous for this book. This thing got to be a high of $1,160 around the time.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, for a 9/8.
Well, it was a show, right? I mean, it was.
That's why. So it was an AMC show. I really have a problem with the Arseface adapting storyline to this. I think they did it dirty. I don't think the show was as good as it should have been. And to be honest with you, I think it's a couple of years too early. If this would have come out in 2020 and streamed, I think
on the Amazon Prime, like Boys kind of thing,
Netflix, anywhere that you want.
If this was streaming, it would have been forgotten even faster. This piggybacked off the early success of The Walking Dead, and they're like, "Oh, AMC's going to do another comic book show," and people were hyped about it.
It lasted like 46.
But then the show actually hit the air, so it was the show that killed itself. By the end of the first season, people were out. So
but it still had 46 episodes because they taped it all. And at the time, AMC in 2016, AMC was.
But people didn't watch 46 episodes.
Yeah, well, that's how far it went.
People watched 12 episodes until the town gets destroyed, and they're like, I don't fucking care.
Once again, I think they could have. I think with Arseface and a couple other things, they could have done a lot better of a job. The book is good. And Meyer, for Meyer being out there, Meyer, this is one you should get in trade paperbacks or omnibus. Like, this is a great read. It's a fun read. It's fucked up.
I thought it also didn't help that there was more interesting side characters in this show than Jesse himself was not an interesting character in the show.
Yeah,
not so much in the book, but in the
Jesse.
show.
Jesse sucked. No, I actually thought a lot of the side characters in the show suck compared to what they were written. I think the character development in the books, in the actual storylines, was very intriguing. Like, you felt for some of the characters. Good. I mean, you really connected and felt with him, even if you thought he was a dick. Like, Jesse was kind of like
the absolute. Is that it?
I think the absolute's the whole. Yeah, I think it's the whole thing. Even Jesse in the books, like, there's times where you fucking think he's just the biggest shitbag in the world, and you kind of are like, I don't even know if I want to read this anymore because of him. And it was just very deep. Like, it's hard. Enos is an interesting writer because, like, when he's really good, his characters are extremely deep and very, like, it makes you feel very emotional to each character. And when he's not, he's having, like, a guy sever an arm off some dudes and ass bang another dude. Like, that's, you know what I mean? It's just, it's like, sometimes he just goes way too far with stuff. I think we just lost monetization on that last comment, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, so Preacher, I think, is like I think, like, if you look at his manifesto, that it would be Preacher. Like, this would be his, like, work where it's universally accepted. And I think that the TV show just didn't hold up. Anyways, DMZ, believe it or not, DMZ was a Showtime, one of the last Showtime shows. It's Showtime, right? Or was it Cinemax? It was Showtime. I think it was only like 8 episodes. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Didn't have a long shelf life. I think 6 to 8 episodes. It came off the 2005 book. There was a real hype. People started finding this book and grading it. Came out the gate selling for $250. That was kind of the high. With that being said, like, the next couple of books after that $250 were in, like, the $175, $200 range and held for like a dozen books. It's now $52. And I don't think people even realize there was a TV show. Once again, I don't think it helped that Showtime. I mean, where's Showtime now? Who even owns that? Oh, Kevin watched it.
Still a thing.
Is it?
I think it's mixed with Paramount. Like, it's a dual streaming thing or something with Paramount, if I remember.
So Paramount kind of owns it or whatever.
I think so.
Well, that's a shame. Just something else to write in debt. All right, now let's get to the wild card and hype books, option, covers, artists, etc. 100 Bullets. Now, I will tell you, it's very funny because we were talking about some of the independents and not necessarily, or not even that, like the Batman book, and not necessarily having an original storyline, but sometimes following like a format. 100 Bullets, for those people that don't know, and once again, I mean, this book now, there's flat out racist points in this book. Like, I don't think you could ever adapt it to what it was. However, at one point they did say, and I think it was also Showtime, or maybe it was one of the channels said that they were going to adapt this. The theory is the guy, I think his name was Graves, the old dude there that you see in the background, is this dude who worked for like a syndicate. Or no, wait, he worked for the Killers, a group of killers, like assassins, who worked for the syndicate. But then something went wrong with the syndicate and the assassins. I'm not going to get all the way into it. And they kind of split and like kind of wiped a lot of guys' memories. And then that guy Graves goes around and finds people who were wronged, who were like, they had a family member die. And it didn't always have good people.
The people like the briefcase with the bullets.
Yeah. Yep. There's a gun and a bullet. He walk around and he said, this bullet's
100 bullets.
Bullet.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's 100 to be exact. Yeah.
Yeah, 100 bullets.
Yeah, he'd go to one person and be like, you can kill.
Yeah. It was actually a good story. I liked this book.
You can get revenge on somebody or something, and then
for free.
Yeah.
And it was
They're
really
untraceable.
back in Syndicate. Yeah.
The key
It was
they
very
were
good. It
untraceable.
was. The series is good. I don't think you could do it exactly. I enjoyed it too. I just don't think you could do it exactly the same way. There's a lot of like, I mean, this book was like 2000, right? 99. It's 20, 30 years old.
I mean,
like,
times have changed.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when it comes to adaptations, you're not necessarily supposed to do everything exactly the same. So I
Is
can
this
see
a
them
period piece?
taking period piece of the late 90s, maybe.
Yeah, it's a
1990
period
yeah,
piece of the late
1989.
90s. Yeah. Yeah.
But like they could take some of that stuff out and adjust it for more modern times, if you want
I
to call
agree.
it that, and probably still make the story if they really wanted to. But
I agree on this too. I agree. I think it was really good. I think it. Anyways, 9/8 came out the gate selling for about $250, especially when the option news came out. Went up to about $300. Now it's back down to $125 book. And I think this started off as a book of a great writing team, and it got really writer hype. But then it got the option hype, and I mean the option hype was, I guess, true. But yeah. No, it's not a Western. No, it's like.
it does sound like a Western, but no, it's
Yeah, definitely not a
Yeah.
Western.
crime.
Why? Because
mystery,
there's
I
a
guess?
trope. There was a Western like that where,
Yeah.
like a ghost cowboy came in and you got to kill. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess.
All right,
crime.
Invisibles.
Oh.
Anybody knows this book?
I figured this was on the list because I was about ready to ask you about it when the losers came up. I was like, did they ever
Yeah.
do anything with that?
Yeah, Grant Morrison, Invisibles. This is like this is like speculation 101 book. Like this book is all eternally going to be it doesn't matter what condition it is, raw $10 book. Every bin you're going to have where it says key or like speculation or whatever. This is going to be a dealer's box.
You be sure they never made.
Yeah, I don't think you can be a dealer unless you have this book in your box at one point.
I bought a collection. I feel like every collection I've ever bought has this book in it.
Yep, there you go.
It's in there.
Absolutely, it's always in there. Nobody ever buys it, but it's always in there.
This was a decent
It
read.
was a good story. It wasn't a bad story.
Yeah, the story was good. It's like a group of like not kids, but like people.
Well, there's a hooligan in it. Yeah, it's like
a bunch of misfits and ruffians, and
it's
together.
kind of almost like Train Spotting for super, like not
kind of with
like
like magic and
with magic and stuff in it. Yeah,
They're fighting magic and time travelers and what have you, and like different supernatural type, not supernatural, but like super powered type things. And it's
and supernatural. There's magic and like you're right.
I guess the magic. Yeah, I don't want to say like it's not like ghosts and.
I always thought this was a bad cover for this thing too, because it makes you think. Just seeing the hand grenade on there makes you think it's like a military.
It's
not
like
a spy thriller or something. I know it's not. I was saying the cover kind of communicates that, but
yeah, I will tell you that this book at one point, and I think this is why it will be always a book in dealers' boxes. Is it was like 9/8 when it came out, the box started selling 400, and everybody. The only reason was because everybody's like, this is going to be an adaptation. This is like the typical. Oh, it's Grant Morrison. It's going to be an adaptation. It's this thing was made. It's just like Train Spot. Like I could see this being an option TV show. Blah 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 blah, and great artist on it, great writer on it, and the high was at 400 when it first started off, and it continuously after that $400 sale went and sat at the 250 mark for the longest time. Now it's down to 120. I mean, if you haven't bought the book, buy it for $10 from somebody, read it.
I'm surprised it's still above $100.
Put it in your box for $10. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, it's because all of them are too overpriced, JJ. Everybody overprices book.
I mean, it'd be below 100 at this point.
American Vampire. This is here we go. It was Scott Snyder, King, and Albuquerque.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't read this. Oh.
I read it. I have read it. We'll get into some of the other books on it too. This book was like, sparkly vampires is a thing, and so is True Blood. But you put Snyder and King together with Albuquerque, this is going to be an option. Like this is going to be something. First came out 312 to 52. I mean, it was really
option
or 311.
I have a feeling this was. It just never made anything.
Yeah, I don't know if it was or if it was just rumored option. The ones that like Showcase actually had writers on. I'm not quite sure they ever had an actual writer on this one, and it wasn't announced by a studio.
Probably what happened was they realized they'd have to pay Stephen King more money.
Yeah,
no,
probably too. Well, was this also around?
too much vampire stuff. Was
I was about to say this
2010.
is the height of vampire.
Yeah,
Yeah, the height of
Twilight.
vampirism. Yeah.
What was the other popular one?
I didn't mind this book. Yeah, I read it.
You said True Blood and
You know what I think killed some of those
Sparkly
projects
one.
too?
Huh.
As much as I hate to say it, was Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter. It did not do well.
No.
I think
Yeah.
that killed a lot of this. Like, should we really make a vampire book based on a
Yeah.
comic now?
And this is actually a period piece vampire book too, kind of.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
like,
exactly. Like that one was.
yeah. It's still $100 for 9/8. Not quite reaching its high again, but not also reaching its low. So, but interesting thing about this, there's a second print that looks a lot like the first print. 9/8 go for $90, and then there's two other covers. There's the B cover, which is the orange cover, but there's also a semi super, not so super, ultra, not so ultra rare Diamond Retailer Summit edition for this book. It's the red version of it, not the orange version, which is I find very funny because you get the two lead covers, just different colored backgrounds. You get the first and second print for the Albuquerques, just different colored backgrounds.
That was DC's way back in the day. Second print,
Right.
just put red on it.
Yep. Yeah. Well, Marvel fouled that after that.
Yeah.
9/8 though for the Summit retailer exclusive for Diamond. 9/8 first one was $315. That's about as high as it got. There isn't a ton of sales of these. Maybe a dozen to 20 sales total of these books. Not a lot of 9/8 on the census either. The last sale was $260. So if you do find the red one in the 9/8, you can get it for a good price. You got a little bit of a winner there. Only the red one, pretty much.
For those that don't know, the Diamond used to be a distributor of comic books. They would send comic books to all the comic shops in the country, and then every year, once a year, they would have a convention for just the retailers, and they gave it to the retailers for attending this conference.
And like sometimes the shit would be in a bag. Sometimes the shit would be on your chair if you went to go hear a certain like.
And sometimes it'd be on the floor.
Sometimes, yeah, it'd be on the floor. Sometimes
It'd be in the trash can after
hold
the
on.
show.
They used to have these fucking luncheons where they'd serve like sweating deli meats and shit like that and cheeses.
Day old turkey.
Yeah, they would be on the tables there. Yeah, so and then sometimes it'd be in a room where you just held out a bag and they'd throw shit into it, or you could pick.
Vampire Diaries was the other popular vampire romance show I can think.
Didn't Kristen Dunst come from one of those vampire shows?
She was the one with Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise. The Anne Rice book. I can't.
Oh, the Anne Rice.
Interview with a Vampire.
Interview.
Yeah. All right, and finally, I just wanted to throw out a little something because if you've been watching Sandman, the TV show, it's probably still popular. And aren't we having another one come out? I don't know, but there's something rare in the books. There's a ton of titles for it and everything else. There is something very rare though. They came out with a free book that they used to hand out in '94 called Death Talks About Life. Pretty much, Death gets a condom from Constantine in a banana, and she's trying to tell you to put a condom on a Schwanson.
Was this a fundraiser thing? I remember it was AIDS. But
it was just a giveaway.
It was a giveaway. Yeah, they gave it
a giveaway. So it was like an AIDS benefit thing.
Yeah. Around the time. 9/8, the first one was $25. High average of $250 is back down to $40. Good luck finding it. Not always the easiest to find, but if you find it's just a little bit of moment in history that you might have picked up. And for some reason, the Constantine book got clipped.
You had it. It was way back at the start. Remember? It was on that.
Oh, that's right.
You went to the slide and it was the wrong slide.
I skipped over. Yeah. Let's go back. And then let's go to my favorite, Hellblazer. Here we go. Two Constantines. I will tell you this TV show was more closer aligned with Hellblazer than the movie with Keanu Reeves as a pre-John Wick.
Actually, no, I like the movie. I'll be honest.
I'm not saying I don't like it either. That shit wasn't Constantine, though.
The movie was its own thing, but it wasn't bad.
No, but it definitely was not Constantine.
Well, I could have gone without the co-stars team of Gavin Rossdale and Shia LaBeouf in that thing.
Gavin Rossdale from like Bush?
Yeah.
What?
He's the demon, yeah.
Yeah, but he also kind of used like vampire hunting / like almost like Blade type fucking Van Helsing, more like Van Helsing, I guess. Van Helsing type like weapons and shit. Like it's wild. It's John Wick Van Helsing. That's what this should have been called. John Van Helsingwick. Anyways, the book first sold in 98 for 100, but then around the TV show time, 570. By the way, 2014, very underrated time. I thought that John Constantine did a very good job, the actor that did that. I was very disappointed that show was canceled. And I think a lot of people did too. Wasn't it on USA though, or something? Or was it on Sci-Fi?
NBC. It was NBC.
Oh, was it NBC? Yeah, not a place it should have been.
You watched that then NBC like regular TV, like
regular TV. So it kind of sucked. There was like one time he's in the tunnel. You could just tell they were like they'd cut into commercials at like the least opportune times. Like you could tell they were like editing back like stuff where you're like
CSI Everglades or something.
Both this and Lucifer were both network television.
Mm-hmm. It was low budget. It was very low budget. You are correct there, Mike. But 275 for the 9.8 for Hellblazer. That's pretty good for not being a
first appearance.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yep. Did I skip anything else? Nope. I got into it and got into all the rest there. So there we go. Sorry about the switch.
Oh wait, you were not watching Lucifer because you were wearing $10,000 suits, but at the same time you were watching Constantine.
You did watch Constantine
while wearing those same $10,000 suits at the same time.
Yeah, pretty damn close. Well, no, it's like 1 year before. It's 2 years apart. No. Hey, no. It's 2 years apart. It's 2 years apart.
It premiered.
Was it Constantine after that though?
No, Constantine was 14.
Oh, was it?
Oh no, it lasted one. No, it lasted a whopping one season. It did not last more than one season.
Was it one or two? I remember it was short, but
I never saw it. So
yeah. The perils of network television also mean you don't last.
Meyer start reading Hellblazer at the Ennis run. I don't like.
Can you start reading it there? Sure. I mean, you can actually the runs. The good thing about Hellblazer and most of John's stuff is it is the one true you can read any arc, and it's kind of a solo arc. You don't need much.
It's kind of like I don't want to say because it's not that short. They're a little bit longer, like Marco said, they're in arcs, but it's kind of like a monster of the week type thing. You can kind of just jump in.
Yeah.
At the Enos arc or whatever the newest arc is, because you also know the basics of Constantine. That helps.
Yeah.
I mean, you know who John Constantine is, and you know what he does more or less, and then you just go from there.
This like Sandman also they were not Vertigo when they started. They became Vertigo later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever year 89 or 90, whenever Vertigo became a thing.
I think the same thing with the V. It started off not and ended up into the
not, and then it became Vertigo later.
Yeah. I will tell you.
No, why the Last Man?
I didn't put that. We've got another one. We've got another one that we're gonna do of independent TV shows. So we have more, but out of our list, these were the 10 that we kind of collaborated on. I will say this: there is one run where, and it's actually a really good run, but also very weird. Where like Constantine, the whole run, all he's doing is fucking dudes and chicks. Like really weird. So like if you're skittish,
wait, what makes that the best run?
No, it's a good run. No, it's not the best run. It's a good run. But like if you're skittish, it's not going to be good for you because like they do stop the story every once in a while, and all he's doing is fucking banging people. And like all like devils, he's banging everything. Yeah, I mean he's banging devils, he's banging chicks, he's banging dudes, he's banging like spellcasters, he's banging it all. So I mean, just be prepared. Like if you don't like if you're skittish, all of a sudden you come to that one, and I think that was after New 52. Just pause and then pick up the next version of it because none of it.
Still waiting on my Justice League Dark movie.
Yeah, or Justice League Dark. Yeah, I don't think the Enos runs where he's banging everybody.
Sure about that?
There might be an Enos run where he bangs everybody. Yeah,
it is Enos.
Right. It is Enos likes to draw people banging everybody. All right, and that's what we got for that. Thank you for all the questions. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for everything you guys said last week. We'll continue to try to bring in that great content you love. But before we go, let's make sure we get into one last thing, and that thing would be well, there we go, Dub.
That I got it done in time.
What?
All right, here we go. Let's talk about some news. We're gonna go right into the box office report. I didn't let you guess last week. I'm gonna
Maybe
let you
it's the
guess this
GOAT.
week.
It's the last week for the GOAT, so maybe it's the GOAT.
The GOAT.
I can't
JJ, do
think
you have
of
a guess?
I can't think of anything that came out this week.
There's something that came out this week.
Probably is. I'm just out of the loop.
Not the GOAT.
I have no idea.
Is it a movie any of us would watch?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It is
Scream
Scream
6?
Oh.
7.
Okay. Yep,
I
so
heard
it's
this
not
was
something
awful.
we'd watch. Okay.
I heard it was awful
Thing.
even for Scream fans.
Right. It was like Scream fans didn't like it. It got like terrible critic reviews, but it's a first big opening of the year, best opening for the franchise ever.
Which
And
means you'll probably get a Scream 8,
it made
unfortunately.
another 29 million from overseas. It almost made 100 million with the worldwide take. So
What's
that's,
21 Pilots? More than
I believe 21 Pilots
Band?
is a band. Yes.
a band?
So it's
21
another
Pilots?
concept. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess. I think so. I don't know. I mean, Elvis is a guy too.
Elvis Presley in concert? God
Yeah.
forbid that my dad passed away before he got to see that bullshit.
I heard that's like found footage or something. I don't know.
Oh my God. Don't tell my mom. Like my mom, if my dad was still around, my mom and
You
dad.
should take your mom to go see that. If I knew that, I'm gonna take my
Listen,
mom.
I had to
Take my
take
mom
her to
go
see
see it.
Mamma Mia live in Las
My-
Vegas one time.
My parents
That's
went to his
enough
last
for me.
concert.
What?
Wow.
My parents went to his last concert.
See, that's
Did they?
Mhm.
I went to Liberace's one of Liberace's last concerts. Unfortunately, it actually was good. Liberace. Hey, it was on
He
the
was a
hill.
showman.
Dub.
Rush
Dub is
was
on
a
the hill too. We saw Liberace on the hill with a piano and all the shit, bro.
showman.
on the
pretty dope.
hill.
Yeah, on over
I
at
don't know what that means, but
Knob on the hill.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's wow.
I don't know what that means.
No, it's a Michigan thing.
It's outdoor. Yeah, it's outdoor.
I feel like yes.
Liberace played on an outdoor theater, and you could lay on a grass hill.
And the lawn. Yeah.
Yeah, on the lawn. Yeah, yeah.
Did he have the candelabra or not?
Yeah, he had the candelabra, all that shit,
Nah.
like all that shit. Yeah, I didn't know. I knew there's something up with the dude, but I didn't know anything till grew up later on in life. Obviously, well after he passed, but dude put on a hell of a fucking show. I'll tell you that much. You can pick to see. Oh, that's a good point. All right.
Did anybody in the chat see Scream? I heard it was bad.
Yeah. Has
Nah.
anybody seen this movie? Do you
Carlos
know
said it was-
anyone that's seen this movie?
Yeah. I heard even from Scream
Yeah,
fans
sure
that it
don't.
was really terrible.
DK, did you see it?
All right. Well, let's move on to
Please.
other news.
No, he did not. Even he's like, no, fuck no.
No. So this is the thing that we had to talk about because allegedly Paramount is now buying or merging with Warner
You have a
Brothers.
Marco rant button somewhere.
One
Yep, here we go.
giant company.
Fuck
you
all
get
this.
to your rant, hold on. Let me finish. Then I left some time for you to do. So they're gonna make 30 movies, 15 from each studio. All this stuff is what their plans are. I'm not going to read it all. But they're going to continue to do business as they've been doing it. And then also, just really quick, here are all of the various rights that this new company will
They already had MTV.
Right.
They've done
They already
such a
own half of it. But
Can we okay, let me first off before I get into my fuck corporate financing. But can we get in here? MTV. When's the last time I didn't even know MTV existed.
MTV went
All
off
reality shows now.
What
Yeah.
TCM?
Turner Classic
Turner
Movies.
That thing's still on?
I think that became a subscription service. I think.
Showtime. We just talked about that. We didn't know. They Adult Swim. They owned Nickelodeon before. I
Told
assume
you it
Nickelodeon
was
is
part
still
of
around.
Paramount.
SpongeBob.
Adult Swim
What?
is Cartoon Network, which is Warner.
Oh, it's Warner. Okay, I didn't. Comedy Central is Rob.
That was already Paramount.
Is Rob the guy? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is Rob the guy, the skater guy, still doing all the shows on Comedy Central? When's the last time somebody turned on Comedy Central?
Who the fuck is Rob? This guy?
It's the guy from Ohio. The guy Rob Deerdeck.
That's
Robin
MTV.
Big? Huh?
That's MTV. Not
Oh
Comedy
fuck!
Central.
Well, my point exactly. Nobody knows what's on either one of those fucking things. When's anybody TNT? Are they still showing reruns of the Christmas Story? Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
24 hours
24
every
hours
year.
of Christmas story every Thanksgiving and every Christmas.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's
My point is that they've nuked a lot of shit already. Not done well. But here's what I'm really going to tell people why they should be upset.
Wait. Before we start the rant, I'm going to go make a sandwich. And then
Okay.
come back.
Here's what I'm going to tell people how you're really upset. And not me, because I don't, like, I'll be honest with you. My family, me and my wife early on decided we were going to hold no debt. So we don't hold debt. We own our houses, we own our cars, we own everything. We don't hold debt. If we can't afford it, we don't buy it. However, how the fuck ever, they're paying Netflix like $6.9 million to break the contract because they're paying the Warner Brother portion of that. They are now going into over $46 billion in non-class A, in other words, junk debt. In junk fucking debt. This is after Warner Brothers already got resolved $24 billion in junk debt.
really quick. It's $2.8 billion that they paid Netflix to terminate.
2.8 billion. No, I think it's a little bit more than that, isn't it?
Paramount paid Netflix $2.8 billion termination fee.
Okay, so either way, 2.8 billion they paid them. But they're still, their junk debt is astronomical at this point. For those people that don't know what junk debt is, it's pretty much high interest debt that they never plan on paying back, and eventually they're going to get write-offs for. Now, let me ask our chat, how many of you can go out there and just roll up fucking junk debt, and not even $1 billion of junk debt, and then go out and buy how about this? Go buy a fucking car that you can't afford. A $40,000 car you can't fucking afford, okay? Don't pay on that shit. Then take the debt with that debt that you already owe because you already let the shit get repoed. Then go out there, but somehow you still got the car in your garage. Then go out there and buy yourself a Lamborghini. Can you do that? Dub, can you fucking do that?
Not a chance.
So from now on, stop with letting these corporate fuckheads go out there with no fucking money and no fucking backing and then drop $46 fucking billion in junk debt on top of it. Because guess what? We're not getting the money. Like, hey, we're not getting paid on that on my end. You guys are getting higher interest rates on your end for anything you take a loan out on, and you're end up paying that fucking gap. How is this getting fucking approved by fucking anyway, buddy? Besides they're sucking little baby dick everywhere so they can get approved. There's no way you should allow somebody with already $11 billion plus in junk debt allowed to stack on another $30 billion of junk fucking debt on top of that, which you will eventually over the next 6 years be erased, and debt just does not evaporate. It ends up trickling down. It's the only fucking thing in economics that triples down. It trickles down to everybody else. So our prices for shit are going to be higher. Our interest that we allow for the money you have in your savings account, and your 401s and everything else, your money market accounts is going to get paid less. And every interest that you have to take out, loan that you have to take out, is going to be due faster, or they're going to expedite the amount of years on it so that you can make up the difference for the fucking debt that these fucking assholes and this spoiled ass Nepo baby is getting. Because they should take that fucking money out of daddy fucking Oracle and make him pay it. It's not like they don't have the cash or availability to fucking pay off the junk debt. It's dog shit, and they should not let companies do this. They shouldn't. This is a dog shit deal. And by the way, kiss fucking DC goodbye. Because they are going to spin that shit off. Netflix will be buying DC back in fucking less than 10 years for $10 billion or whatever the inflation equivalent is.
What I see out of this, we're going to lose people. Lots of jobs are going to get lost here. Like probably in the. Like,
They're going to get broken up later on.
Yeah,
thousands
of projects. Remember Batgirl?
List.
Remember all these projects that you love that get canceled? This is going to be one of those. If the project's not far enough along, they're going to cancel it. Like they came on board. One of the first things that Paramount did was cancel that Turtles Last Ronin movie.
Uh-huh.
That was supposed to be the adult-themed Turtles movie, like, not for just children, and they canceled that right away. One of the first things they did. So they're going to cancel projects that aren't far enough along. Do you think AI is not going to be a lot more part of all this stuff? There's going to be a lot more AI involved, even though they say it won't. And then
it will, because it's cheaper. Here's the other thing. Do you remember what happened with the Batwoman thing? Because when you get whenever you buy one of these, there is a transfer period where you can reduce your the amount you can consolidate your junk debt, right? You can consolidate your junk debt. So what Warner Brothers did when the Discovery and Warner Brother deal went by, they already reduced some of their junk debt already and got a wash on that shit. So how are you going to continue to get that against the $46 billion? Because as you can see by the stock price, ain't doing great for either one of these. Actually, the only stock that went up was when they found out Netflix wasn't buying Warner Brothers. That stock price jumped about 21%, dude. So like, no, I mean, it did. So like, but allowing these companies to do this shit. And look, I've got no dog in this hunt. I mean, I do want better. Like, it sucks because like Gremlins, Beetlejuice, DC Comics. My kid likes the Potter. I wish we had some Transformer movies that were pretty good. You know what I mean? There are some things in here. Mortal Kombat. I like that. But that's another thing. Paramount has had the Mortal Kombat, not just the Mortal Kombat rights, but the gaming rights to a lot of properties. They have done dick all fuck with them. Dick all fuck. Yeah, that's how you use that word. Yep, that's how you use that word. But you see what I'm saying? Like, they've done that with it. You're right. With the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they canceled that. You know what I mean? Like, this is what we're getting out of this. This is what we're getting. It's disappointing. And if you want to do that, I'm A-okay with it, but you better have the fucking bag to do it. You better not strap. You're fucking us all here. I don't want your fucking debt, right? I don't want your debt. I don't want
anyone's debt. I don't want anyone else's debt.
I don't have debt. I don't want your fucking debt. You know what I mean? And I definitely don't want your debt so you can fucking abolish these fucking these projects. I mean, look, I don't like Star Trek. I think it's a shit ass product, but I know people that do, and you probably shouldn't you shouldn't do that. And here's the sad part: I'm canceling fucking HBO Max, so I might not be watching Green Lantern and fucking till they sell it, and they will till they sell it to Netflix. Because I mean, like, and I'm not in love with Netflix taking it over, but like, at least Netflix had the fucking money to do it. These guys don't. His dad's not giving him enough loot for this. So, yeah. Well, I mean, this is what happens when you're a Nepo baby and never fucking ran anything. You give the guy a $20 million purse. He goes out and buys stuff and never fucking ran a thing. Anyways, that's my rant. You can come back from your sandwich, JJ. How was your sandwich?
I was literally eating.
Yeah.
It was good.
Good.
Yeah, so we'll see how this develops. Obviously, it's going to take a little while for everything to get settled down.
Crooked dick in the ass. That's how it's going to develop. Like a crooked dick in your ass. That's it.
Ugh. Things, ever since 2016, things have just been going the wrong way.
Before we move on, I do want to say,
been 10 years.
I do want to note something for the record that somehow Marco was able to remember the name of Rob Dyrdek, but not A-list actors and other famous people.
JJ, stop. Stop exposing the gimmick, bro.
All right. Well, let's move on to something. Something on the list. A Game of Thrones movie is in the works at Warner Brothers.
Was
Bo Willimon, who did Andor, I guess he wrote Andor. He is set to write the script for
a few episodes.
He did a few episodes. Okay.
Yeah.
So Game of Thrones movie is in the works.
What about what?
No idea.
Okay, so
no.
no.
I think it's supposed to be Aegon's conquest. I think.
Oh, really?
Oh,
That'd be
I
cool.
believe so.
That'd be cool if it was facts, but I don't believe it.
Yeah.
But now it's nothing.
Yeah, now it's nothing.
You know, one thing though, I think it's gonna have a lot of.
Wiener next to another wiener. Two wieners alongside yet another wiener party.
Was there a lot of wieners in Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Lots of wieners in Game of Thrones.
Comparatively to most TV shows, yes.
I guess I just turned the dongs out. I don't even remember them. Like, I don't know. I'm not a big dong follower, I guess.
For reference, watch episode 2 of A Night in Seven Kingdoms.
One Night's Tale. Yeah, I mean there was. Yeah, obviously that. What was the other one? Was it Rome or what? No, Spartacus.
Hodor.
Spartacus had a lot of wiener.
Yeah, was that the one that had Xena the Warrior Princess just getting banged all the time in it? Was it Spartacus?
Rome had some too. I like Rome.
Which was the one that had Xena the Warrior Princess in it? Was it Rome?
That's Spartacus.
Oh, that's Spartacus. Yeah. Shout out Xena.
That Spartacus was it Showtime? I think. And then
Spartacus, the guy died, right?
HBO
Stars. It was
Rome.
Stars. Spartacus was Stars. The guy died.
Stars, okay.
He died of cancer, and then they brought back.
And then they tried to keep going, but it didn't work very well.
Yeah, I got nothing bad to say about Xena. I didn't watch it.
I ain't got nothing bad to say about Lucy Lawless.
All right, let's move on to some other news here. There's a live-action Astro Boy movie in the works at Sony. Jason Reitman and Gil Kenan are writing or developing the film, and these are the guys who did Ghostbusters.
Is anybody excited about this? Astro Boy?
I don't know.
Are we?
I mean,
I-
there was like an animated movie back before.
I'd be interested to see how that's gonna work. Are they gonna do like? I guess you could do like Sonic the Hedgehog is live action.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's live action. So I guess I can like that.
Well, I mean, Barlord's got an opinion, and
The question is,
Nope.
the question is, how many people are gonna see it and be like, "What do they do to Frisch's Big Boy mascot?"
Yeah, what did they do? The big Elias Brothers here, but yeah, I know what you meant. Move on to some other interesting and weird news. There are G.I. Joe movies in the works. So the guy on the right is Max Landis, son of John. The guy on the left is Danny McBride. You know him.
do not have Danny McBride do a G.I. Joe fucking movie. Absolutely not.
They're both writing separate scripts. And then Paramount plan to blend the two scripts into one.
This is the dumb shit I was just talking about.
Two separate writers, two separate scripts, then somebody will blend the two scripts.
Blend these nuts in Paramount's mouth.
Make any sense.
Tell Ellis to lick these hairy fucking sweaty balls all day long with his stupid Nepo ass. Like, this is the dumbest shit I've heard. The dumbest shit.
None of these people need to have anything to do with G.I. Joe. Leave it to Kirkman.
Well,
they're doing fine with it. Let's do that.
I don't necessarily have a problem with each one on their own having something to do with G.I. Joe.
You want McBride, like,
you can't make a worse G.I. Joe movie than some of the G.I. Joe movies you've already had.
What? All the G.I. Joe movies are great.
So like I don't mind giving Max Landis a shot or Danny McBride a shot, but taking them both and mixing them together like some sort of weird ass melting pot of ideas like is going to be good, but they're not at all even in the same sphere of writing of what they typically do, does not sound good.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, if we're doing a movie about like Southern Baptist, like wannabe preachers who are trying to scam people and everything like this, yeah, I want that movie to be written or a TV show by McBride.
I could see Duke being like a washed up pitcher.
Yeah. If we're talking about like Florida Man, I want to see that done by Danny McBride. G.I. Joe, nah, I don't want to.
You can make a funny G.I. Joe movie. Why can't
I don't want a funny G.I. Joe movie though.
Oh, come on, you're no fun.
There could be some humor.
No, because I actually like G.I. Joe.
If you did like a Tropic Thunder-esque
JJ, you're too young to love G.I. Joe. I get this. You're too young for it. I understand this, but you don't be smudged.
No, I don't want a little bit of humor, like corny humor, gung ho and road like that. They can have the humor in there, and that's fine.
Roadblock,
Roadblock can be kind of funny, sure, but I don't definitely. It needs to be not like that.
Putting.
I don't need Pineapple Express, bro.
Putting a comedic spin on the stuff from the 70s and 80s and all that took itself way too seriously is what people do now, and it's successful a lot of times. Look at like 21 Jump Street, for instance, or I mean, you put if you released a serious version of that, nobody would care. Nobody would want to watch it. It'd be awful.
Well, first off, 21 Jump Street wasn't that the 70s or early 80s?
I'm pretty sure that was the 80s.
Yeah.
Number two, nobody gives a 21 Jump Street ain't G.I. Joe, bro.
Yeah, they didn't have
G.I. Joe.
From like
you just don't. I get. Hey, JJ, I'm not knocking it. I get it.
You got no humor. No humor.
You don't understand.
Your 1980s cartoon.
Hey, there's some things you don't joke about, and one of them's G.I. Joe, the real American hero. All right, you just don't. I bet you Snake Eyes does karate.
Yeah. Karaoke.
Oh, karaoke? Oh shit. My eyes are getting tired. Much worse.
Let's move on.
With the McBride version, Barlord? Probably.
So Sony is backtracking on releasing PlayStation exclusives on PC. So for a while they said they were going to start putting out all their big games like Xbox and letting them be available for PC users, but now they're kind of going back on that and saying that they will have the online games that do multi-platform, but games like Ghost of Yotai will stay as PS5 exclusives along with some of their other internal properties. So just in case you're wondering, trying to play some of these games on PC, you're not going to be able to.
Wasn't wondering.
You're not a PlayStation guy anyway, right?
I'm all the way through 3.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Then you switched.
So
Yeah.
15 years ago.
Yeah, so a long
20
while
years
ago.
ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
This is a smart move, though. I mean,
Yeah,
for
I think
Sony
it's-
it works. Gamers will probably be disappointed, but for Sony it works because a lot of their games are specifically developed for PlayStation 5, anyways. And
Yeah, so
Yeah,
play on the PlayStation. Yeah.
you play it on a PC, it's going to get buggy. You got to port it over. You got to hire studio. Sometimes it can be a mess. So I don't know.
I agree with that too. I mean, both kind of suck at this point. The video game industry as a whole needs a renaissance. But that's for another day.
Yeah, that's for another time. Let's talk about we got a bunch of streaming news that we're going to go through real quick. So this was we talked about the lanterns trailer that we got. There was a lantern in there. There was a suit in there.
There was the ring. He put it on the dash.
There was a ring
and a bunch of
earlier.
other
Yeah.
things.
This will
There
be
was a shot of the
releasing
ring
in
at the end.
August
Yeah.
on HBO. So we already kind of talked about it, so we're not going to spend a lot of time, but I did put this in the news. So
Everything is very dusty in this trailer.
and dark, yeah, very dark and
Dusty and dark and
muted.
Yeah.
Other news with HBO. We got some castings for Night of the Seven Kingdoms season 2.
That's just never going to pop off. When you told me it was going to be 6 years from now, now I know why. Because
6 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2027.
I don't know
Yeah,
about that.
2
Somebody told me
years.
that too. I don't know. Somebody told me something else.
No.
Oh, this is they already started casting and they're going to start filming this.
Yeah, I think
relatively
they-
soon.
I hope so. I hope before the deal's done. I'm down. I thought they did. Look, man, I don't. Here's where I don't get the humor of the horse taking shits, the guy taking shits in 20-foot dongs. But
Maybe that was their thoughts on the possible merger.
yeah. But I thought besides that, they did an acceptable job, more than reasonable, very good job of adaptation novellas, and kept it interesting. So, but wait,
so these are 3 people who are cast: Sir Eustace Osgry of Standfast in the Reach,
we're getting Coldmore, huh?
Lady Rohan of Cold Moat,
Very
and
good.
Sir Venice of the Brown
We're
Shield.
getting somebody in the Reach too. Nice.
Mhm.
So these are the 3 folks who got cast in those roles.
Sir Venice of the Brown Shield, huh?
Yeah, Brown Shield. Did he poop on his shield?
Huh? I take it maybe that's a hedge knight.
Babu
Possible.
Cisse?
Maybe that's not
Any of these folks.
I don't remember that character. Maybe I'm wrong. I just don't remember that character offhand. It's great. They've already shown another very interesting character in there, the Red Widow. They showed her in part of the thing. Not spoiling anything. It came up. That's the next step. Probably is going to be going to see the old Red Widow, which should be interesting.
Let's be fair here. These are not exactly super well-known actors, so these could be pretty minor. These could be Max Beesbury.
Yeah.
Dies off screen real fast after 2 lines. So.
I mean that could be it. Huh?
Good. I was going to move on. But...
Well, the Beesbury house is a little bit more. They're around for a little bit longer of a
character.
time. The actual character is pretty fucking dead.
His funeral was more important than he was.
Oh, I know who that character is. That they are not doing that to that guy. The Brown Shield guy is the guy that smells like shit all the time.
Isn't that what I just said?
He smells like shit.
Pooped on his shield.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, let's move on to some Prime news. We got a teaser for Invincible Season 4 with Thrag. This releases on March 18th. We're about 2 weeks away from Season 4 of Invincible. I still have to catch up on this. I got 2 seasons in. I got to watch 3 still. But this,
Is this
I
the
mean,
last
looks just
one?
like
People
more
love it,
Invincible.
dude. This is great.
I
Yeah.
think 5 is what I heard, but that's unconfirmed. I can't say for sure. It's been really good. It's been good. It's a fun watch.
Good.
Let's keep moving. We also got a first look at the live action God of War series. This is also coming to Prime Video. I know a lot of people have been making fun of this particular
Including the
shot.
creator of God of War.
What do you say, JJ?
He said it looked awful and it looked like Kratos was taking a shit.
Shit. Who said that?
The
The creator of the video game.
Oh, really?
Like, why they put a first look out of this guy taking a crap in the woods?
That is what it looks like.
That's yep. He looks a little skinny too compared to the guy.
If you think I'm
that's in the
exaggerating
game.
that point, I'm really not.
No, that's really what he said.
Yeah.
And then in other Prime Video news, I didn't change the headline. I'm sorry. So these two young ladies will be playing Chloe and Max for the Life is Strange video game. I'm sorry, Life is Strange series based on the video game. Sorry.
Yeah.
Life is Strange is a hugely. I don't know much. I've never played it, but I know people love this game. So
It's
I don't
popular.
know.
Yeah.
It's very, very popular. I don't know. I never really got it.
One of the girls looks like the chick from
I kind of forgot they
Final
were making
Fantasy.
it into a TV series. I knew that from a while ago, but I forgot.
One of the girls looks like what?
The chick from Final Fantasy. You're on the right. She looks like the what's her name? The one that ends up in Final
Tifa?
Fantasy 10.
Oh, 10. No, I didn't see 10. I didn't
Yeah.
play 10. And then we have a bit of so this is going on right now. Season 2 episodes are already dropping weekly. I haven't watched any of this, but they dropped this screenshot of Titan X. We don't know his name yet. Fighting King Kong, and this looks fantastic. So I wanted to share it with all of you.
That's sweet. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are watching Monarch Legacy of Monsters. I didn't see any of it, but I'm gonna have to get some action.
Khan's big in the comic book world right now too. He's on every
Well, one of these days they'll get Apple TV, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, right. That's where I'm at too. Maybe I'll wait
season 2
until
of Ted Lasso was about the last time I had an Apple TV subscription.
I believe
once season 2 is over here, then I might.
Roy Kent. He's here. He's there. He's everywhere. Roy Kent.
And then let's move into some comic news. So
Please.
Scott Snyder gave us on a live stream on Whatnot, I believe, showed a picture on his phone of this Absolute Scarecrow.
Oh, that looks like dog
So that's
shit.
what he looks like, and he will be appearing in Absolute
how does he
Batman
see?
number 19.
See, absolute blind scarecrow.
Maybe he's blind. Yeah, we don't know.
That really looks like
Intimidating.
shit. Oh, whatever.
Maybe it's
The
just a
writing's
mask.
good. At least the writing's good.
Yep, the writing's really good.
He looks like when they died and they placed the coins on your eyes for
Yeah.
the boatman to take
To take across the river Styx. Yeah, yeah.
Looks like it doesn't he look like one of the dolls.
Coraline,
though,
a little
of the teddy
Coraline
bears?
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Coraline's got the button eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
doll.
So we're getting a 5-issue limited series called Spider-Man Long Way
Nope.
Home. It is out of continuity series. Hulk, Punisher, and Spider-Man fight
Sweet
AIM.
Caroline.
Why?
How many ways home can Spider-Man possibly take? Like, is he
This
not
is a
home
long
yet?
way.
We gonna continue with this naming trend here.
Yeah, this motherfucker can never get home.
I'm surprised. Like, how can Hickman write a 5-issue limited series? We'll be able to finish in 5 issues.
Nope.
I doubt it.
Nope.
It's gonna get extended.
Could be a
Yep.
50. Could be a 50-issue series. It wouldn't be.
It's gonna be Spider-Man a long way home. Then it's gonna be Hulk a long way home. Then it's gonna be Marvel a long
There
way
you go.
home.
Then
This is just
AIM.
an event about to happen.
And then
The longest way home.
we are also getting Magic the Gathering Spider-Man variant covers. So last year they put out a set of Spider-Man cards. Magic the Gathering did. They've been doing a lot of
They do a lot of
set
these
out
things,
there.
yeah.
They've been They do a lot of crossover.
They did a Final Fantasy series. They did. Yep.
So there were 20 different 20 of those cards are going to be made into covers. There'll be like trade dress versions, and then there will be virgin
20?
versions as well. So 20
Bit much.
trade dress plus 20 more that will be the version. So 40 different Magic the Gathering
Wait,
covers.
how on earth do you do a
Who the fuck wants this?
I don't
with all
understand
spider-related titles.
Who the fuck?
How are you going to put a
cares?
trade dress on?
I don't know. Maybe make the card smaller, and I don't know.
He's going to stamp it anywhere on the fucking card.
Oh, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, Hickman tax. Who cares?
Yeah, I saw this and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Well, in other news
No,
similar
a
to
DK.
that,
I don't think so.
Yeah, they don't.
The
cross
last thing a
over
Magic
well.
player wants to do is have to buy a comic book.
but can you play the covers as a card?
Who cares?
Who cares?
As a token card, maybe.
David Nakayama is doing now. He did the red ones. Now he's going to do white,
It's white.
color block covers. I'm guessing
Next up
these
is
are different characters. Next up is blue. Those start
it
in
really?
June. Yeah, those will be out in
Jesus
June.
I didn't even read that before I said that.
America, red, white, and blue.
Sheesh.
And I'm sorry, but that's how we are finishing off.
I haven't got time for this Mickey Mouse bullshit.
Good. I'm glad we're finishing off with that because that was dog shit. That was a good show though. They usually include cards. Well, hopefully they do. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't.
We'll see. I don't know if they want to give those cards away for free.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. Well, thank you, Dub. You got anything for all the people?
I just want to remind you, wrestling show on Absolute Geek tomorrow. Hot 10 and Qualified on Friday, SNS on Saturday, Star Wars on Sunday, and then weekly Wednesday watch list on Monday.
Corbin, maybe we'll catch you next week.
Corbin,
I
yeah.
guess.
Hope you're doing okay.
Hope
care
you
of
feel better,
yourself.
Bruce.
Bruce, feel better. And Doctor Who Rewind on Tuesdays on the Six Boy channel too, by the way. So if you like Doctor Who, check that out.
Check out top 10. Make sure you use Rena 10 if you need blah 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 blah.
Yep. Run a 10.